It's clobberin' time!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger, ready to move out.
It's clobberin' time! Clobberonimo!
Greetings, clobberers, clobberotes, clobberonimos, clobberooskies, clobberoids, clobberians, and anyone else anyone who's not quite a clobber yet to see what this is. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, whispering voice, clobberologist, and to everyone else, the secret is to bang the rocks together, guys. Thank you. Clobberonimo! Thank you, and thank you, Gwagnar, for that great picture. By the way, I can't get enough of this. I love it. Thank you, Gwagnar.
It's good stuff. Gwag does good stuff.
He does nice work, does that Gwag. Well, hello, my dear friends. Good to see you all. It is on about a Saturday night. It is it's spooky though tonight, folks. Not only was yesterday weird, yesterday was Friday the 13th, and this is Clobberin' Times number 666. I didn't say it the bad way. On YouTube, of course, 1,366 overall, and Saturday night Star Trek 140. So, all kind of weird numbers going on.
Scary.
You're going to be so scared. Woo! Or maybe not that scared. Well, now you might be. I don't know. Now you're dang scared, aren't you? So I see you all being all scared out there. Anyway, I don't know. Let me see what's going on. Who's here with us now? We're gonna do the shots in a second. But I'll tell you who's here. Number one is here. She is back. She was back on the Clubhouse. Now she's back on Saturday Night Star Trek, the most wonderful, fantastic, beautiful first officer in the fleet. We love her. We all missed her. I know you all missed her big time. Well, we are back in business. Number one, thank you so much for being here. Take the floor.
Hi, best friend. I love you. I missed you. It was crazy being away from you for 2 weeks. It was crazy. Hail to the chat. Good evening, everyone. It is so good to see all of your beautiful faces and see you all visiting already. You guys are such great conversationalists. You guys are such great friends. It is so good to see you all. Yay! And tonight we're going to be talking some Voyager. But before we do that, I need to do some shout outs to my Patreon subs. Folks, my patrons, they have voted for my next story release, which is Heaven, and it is available now on Amazon. Tonight we got, last night it was Friday the 13th. Tonight it's 666. And what do? I release a story called Heaven. You don't make this stuff up. It's all a big coinky dink.
Yes,
So let me just shout out my good friend Larry. I love Larry very much. Tony Stark, thank you so much. These two wonderful gentlemen have fully backed my book, and I am just so grateful to them. I also want to thank my other patrons who have always been there for me. They're not only are they backing my book, but they're out there promoting my work and stuff. These are cool people too. Sean Carter, Cardinal Sin. May you rest in peace, my friend. Shoota! And of course, Wagnar, Chris Persia, Scuba and Leslie Pete, Eric Kane, his trusty, dusty dog, Kirby, also my dog, but not really. I only wish. Enigmatic Drop Bear. Hope you're feeling better, honey. I just love you to pieces, Mises, as they say, and I hope you're feeling better. Michael and Cassandra Beacom, Mark D with a C, Anti-Derivative Jill, Maximum Redstone, JT Cook, Dabman and the Dabman Clan, Lord and Lady Thoth, Rob Altus, and of course, Tyler. Thank you, one and all. It is just, it amazes me, your support and your readership. I just treasure it and appreciate it more than I can say. And so now I think I've talked enough. I've thanked everyone and said hello. So now it's just my turn to say, I'm going to turn it over to the captain. Captain, I love you. Let's get this show on the road. Let's do it.
Well, I love you and I miss you so much. We're all glad to have you. I want to thank everyone who hung out with us those tough Saturday nights without you. They were tough. We got through. We had some fun and everything, but we just missed you. We got together. We all figured Raquel would want us to have a good time and hang out. And
yes, of course.
And we did that. The only thing we couldn't. She'd also probably say, "Don't miss me," but you knew we were gonna, and we did.
Guys,
but so we never stopped mentioning of you. Like a couple of times, like said, "Uh-oh. Better not say that in front of Raquel." That came up a couple times.
Oh, were people getting in trouble? They weren't talking about the filth, were they?
I think
I shin kick.
No, it was Mark. Mark kept getting in trouble with that. I'm just going, don't let Raquel see you do that.
Yeah. Oh no, I'll rover him later.
It was that book of record thing? He was almost taking it out of the back thing. I said, hey, what do you think Raquel would want you to do with that?
I'm gonna have to rover him later. That's it.
Don't do that.
We're gonna have to put him in the Agni booth.
He didn't do it though. To his credit, now he hung tough. So
love that guy. He's a good guy.
Yes, indeed he is. So let's see here. Let's do some shonies and shouties, Alex. Some show notes and shout outs.
Let's say hi to everyone.
What up in here? What you think?
Oh, I love it, especially Cajun man. Cajun man.
I'm not all that Cajun today, but I ran into a couple of old Cajun friends today. Seems like everybody went to a con this week. Our great buddy, Chief Engineer. More on that later about the Chief Engineer's con he went to today. I went to one that was like a fraction, a minute, like a micro of that one, but still, it was a con nonetheless where I got to see a bunch of friends. And so that was a lot of fun. And I've heard a few other people mention different cons and stuff. Tis
the season, right?
I suppose so. And it was lovely weather for a change, and we don't get that much. In fact, I think my buddies like Jamin and Sean are going to one tomorrow. So I mean, like everyone's conning. So conning USA or Canada. So there we go.
Everybody's gone conning.
Conning USA and Canada.
Conning USA.
So shout outs. First, we'll shout out our fantastic wrenches, the great Edit K, the super wrench, and the bronze wrencher, who also has
hi baby
a super chat. Thank you so much, Eric K, for the super chat.
Oh,
Says,
what another gift. Wow. Right out
Bobby,
the gate.
yeah, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Says Clobby. Clobby, another 13,634. You can retire. Welcome back, Raquel. Much love from Kirby and I.
Oh, I love you.
Yes,
Give him good
indeed.
chin scritchies for me, and maybe give him a tiny bit of cheese.
Yes, I had a couple of let's see, a couple of member. There's another super chat from Max Redstone. He says, "Thank you, Max. By the way, I appreciate you, buddy." He says, "Also a gyros. Shout out in honor of Raquel."
Ooh, delicious. I want one right now. I'm hungry.
Oh, and he also said he had a member chat. Says, "Hey, all, I'm on lurk listen mode. Pray for peace." I hear you.
Yes.
Pray for peace. Yes, sir. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
I understand, buddy. We take your meaning, but and Shooter had one as well. 14 months of being a member of Clubby Club, loving it. Thank you so much, Shooter. We love you, brother. You're a wonderful friend of this show, man. An important friend of this show.
Yeah, he's a
and
sweetheart
we love
of
you,
guy.
man. You rock, buddy. You are extraordinary, sir. Oh my goodness! Look at I'm going to start the shout outs now. I'm going to finish with the wrench shout outs, but I got excited at seeing a wonderful person in here. But I won't surpass the wrench shout outs. I'll just make sure I'm trying not to miss anyone, folks. So bear with me here. Let me do
Lord Thoth, we have not started. Just sometimes Katie can't stay long, so she dumps her reviews and then she has to leave. So
right.
We have not started, everyone. We have not started.
Katie,
oh my goodness, Masters Maniac Mexico, what have you done? Sweetheart of a human being. Thank you so much. What a wonderful gift. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much, Masters Maniacs Mexico. You're very kind. I don't even know what to say, man. Thank you so much. He said, I am back in the game. Oh, on time for the Ace of Spades.
Hey.
Well, I hope that translates into you're doing better and hanging in there, back in with us. Huh?
Well, that's good news.
News. We love you, brother, and we appreciate you, man. It's so good to see you here. And it just, we're always concerned about you when when we don't see you pop in. So when we see you pop in like that, it does our hearts good. All of us, all your friends here. So I'm just happy to see you. And thank you.
Yeah,
so
very
much
good to see your name, and also good to hear that things are going well. So I'm going to send you a giant warm hug right now, because that's some wonderful news to receive here on Saturday Night Star Trek.
Absolutely. Thank you, buddy. And then, of course, there's the great Chris Persia. Thank you all for the Vindicator Wrench of the Great White North. Thank you, buddy, for all that you do.
Yeah, such a loyal and kind and talented friend. Every time I go on social media, there's Chris Persia promoting his friends. He's promoting me. He's promoting all these people out there, and he supports these indie creators and all of his friends, and he creates these beautiful show posters. And he's so loyal to us. I just love the show posters he makes for you, Clobby, and that not only does he take his time and his talent to do those sorts of things, but that he splashes it all over social media. He's just a wonderful part of this team, and I just appreciate him so much. Love you, Chris.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What a great friend. You all are so great. You're all great friends, and I can't wait to shout you all out. Let me finish with the let's see. Let me finish with the wrenches, of course, who have just been again so fantastic to us. Let's see here. Sorry, having some. D. Bud Martin, the Wrench of Iron. Whether they're here or not, they get the shout out because we appreciate them. The Wrench of Iron. He's here a lot during the week, of course, as well. Lord Thoth, God of the Wrenches. Shout out to you, sir, and the lovely lady Thoth. And remember always, Avon lives, and long live the Legion.
Lord Thoth is here this evening, so if you wouldn't mind, when he's not looking, could you please chuck some cheese in the chat for little Lance? Just make sure that Thoth isn't looking.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't work, would it? You wouldn't want that.
No.
Okay, be sneaky then. By the way, LT, it was me. It wasn't me. It was her. Blame her. Dokaliousness. Where? Okay. J-Man, my partner in crime on Earth, B, and fellow reviewer of Fourth World and Legionnaire stuff. Great friend, J-Man, the man, J-Man.
Also, wonderful author. Make sure you visit his Amazon, please.
Indeediousness. Hungry Boy, master of the Clabboni, painter of the cover of Science Fiction Tales by the great R.M. Briggs. Stephen Kellell, the Super Wrench.
Real soup.
Maddie's daddy, Thorin Vegas, reader of Hbionia.
He is working tonight, and he called himself a sucker because he's working tonight, but he is not a sucker. Thorin Vegas, we love you very much. I'm so sorry to hear that Maddie's not feeling well. It sucks that you have to work on a Saturday night, honey. Thank you for being here, and thank you for waving hello to everyone. And please kiss Maddie for me. I hope she's feeling better soon. She has a fever, Clobby.
Oh, sorry, Maddie. Feel better, Maddie. Good luck, buddy. Help Maddie feel better, man. Good luck. Fanny Outsidey, the Rascally Wrench, and of course, Clobbering Time's own music master, Maximum
Redstone.
Peace to you, sir. And now, folks, let me start yelling out my friends who are also out in the chat. We love you all, so you all get the shout-outs here. Of course, there is our wonderful communications officer, Anti-Derivative Jill. Shooters here.
Pew, 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 pew.
The great aforementioned enigmatic drop bear.
The erudite bear, sending a big old hug to you, and thank you for the updates in the chat.
What? Matt, as I said, there are 3 Steves.
Oh, these are the Steves I know. These are the Steves I know. These are the Steves I know. These are the Steves I know.
There you go.
Some kids in the hall humor for everyone.
Yes, indeedishness. FKHC 2005. What's up, buddy? Fairfax, man. Good to see you, bro. Glad you're here. Empress NM. All right. Empress NM. Wagner. Lisa. Indeedishness. Admiral T. Hello there, sir.
Good evening. Admiral?
Ray Lucard, welcome.
Evening, Ray.
Joseph Dredd, here come the judge.
Hey, the judge.
Classic Comics, ACC. What's up, man? CC. Raymond Feliciano of
King Dolphin TV.
In color. Also, our extraordinary friend Sandra Feliciano, also of
King Dolphin TV.
Also in color.
Those crazy kids. They're always so romantic in the chat, blowing each other kisses.
In Feartor, welcome, sir. Always good to see you there. Let's see. Sander Hammersleg. Greetings.
Evening, Sander.
Keely Chow, roll that. I missed everything today. I was at a con, so I don't know if the tide rolled or not, but roll tide, buddy.
Oh, well, we hope. Roll tide.
I'm not supposed to root for them, but only for you, whatever. But I'm not rooting for the Cowboys, so you can forget about that. Bubba Doom 1.
Bubba Doom!
Dave G. Sound.
Dave G. Sound. Not just another body of water.
MMM again. Max's Maniac Mexico. So glad to see you, buddy. Thank you. Zathras is hell.
Ah, crap.
Or she would say, no, not Zathras. Zathras. Not Zathras. Oh, it's Zathras. And they call him Scuba Pete. He's the king of the Ramba Beach. When he plays the maracas, he goes chick, chicka boom, chick, chicka boom.
Scuba Pete and Leslie Pete.
And Leslie.
I love you. I love the Pete's. We use that as your surname. Scuba says, Pete says, Raquel, how's your jet lag? It is awful. I am having such a hard time rebounding. Today is my 2nd day of jet lag, and it's horrid. It's horrid.
You forgot it's actually like your 3rd day, and you already miscounted. So there you go.
Yeah, do you see what I mean? Like it just the days roll into one another. You wake up every 2 hours. It's nuts.
Yikes. Stephen S. Hey there.
Hey.
What are the other Steves? Herc. Looby Dooby. Herc 130. Yeah.
Looby Dooby. Where's the tequila? Wow. Wow.
SPH. SP 4H. Hey.
Good evening.
Hey, Rob Altus. What's up, old friend?
Evening, Rob.
Yeah, yes. Indeediousness. Right. Let's see here. Boosh McFadden. Hello there.
Woo! Whoosh!
All right. Snail Messiah, what's up, old friend? Good to see you.
Mighty mollusk.
Katie Carr, so great to see you, Katie. I hope you're doing well, love. Hope you're feeling fine and having just a marvelous time at whatever you're doing, because I'm just always excited to see you, dear.
Yay!
I hope you're doing great. Captain Infinity and Beyond, what's up, dude?
Good evening, sir.
And let's see here. J.T. Kirk was a man, and he's probably still a man. What's up, buddy?
He is Kirok.
Yes, Kirk! Canadian Spidey does what a Canadian Spidey can. What's up, dude?
Oh, good evening, fine sir.
Simply Steve, you old.
Hey, hello.
It's
Looking
called
forward to your reviews.
Yeah, buddy. I don't know if I hope I haven't missed anyone, but I will of course write down accordingly anyone who pops in. In the meantime, I think we're about ready to get a move on with this thing. We only have 2 episodes tonight, and then we'll do sort of a look back at the season, and we'll get out of here in relatively short order. We'll do a shorter show tonight because Raquel's very tired, very messed up, and I've been walking around a con all day. Besides, it'll give us an all fresh start for 4 episodes next week.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll have a cliffhanger. You'll have a cliffhanger, but you'll survive it. It won't be like a whole season or anything. Let's face it, we all watched that second episode anyway. So,
yeah,
I got to admit, when I was reviewing the first episode, I was like, you know what? Now I want to watch. I got to admit, they made me want to watch the second episode, so I did. And there you go. But I decided to stick to the guns. Let's stay with the second season, and we'll get to season 3 next week.
Your master plan is always the best plan, Clobby. You are Captain Clobby. You know how to run the show. It's perfect pacing.
Well, we've cheated before where and when we did, hey, West Kegel, where we've had the second part, even though it was the second in a different season, but let's just do it this way. What the hell, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Keep that. It'll be like sort of like in tune with the show. It was a cliffhanger. So
yeah, exactly.
Even though I'm not over fond of those, but all right. Well, for those who don't know, what we do here on Saturday Night Star Trek is simply this. Back in the January, in the deep dark history, all the way back in history of January 2021, we embarked upon a journey, a voyage of great importance. Both myself and my first officer, number 1, and that was, of course, to review all of real Star Trek. Take every episode and talk about them inside and out, and basically enjoy them or not enjoy them, as the case may be, and give our critical thoughts and our, what we just basically love to talk about Star Trek in general for conversation's sake. And we decided to do it in order, and only real Trek. 1966 through 2005, the only real Trek there is, the 735 Club. And we started with, of course, the original series. We basically averaged 4 episodes a week, unless it's like on a different end of a season type deal, whatever. But so yes, unless it's the end of a season, it's 4 episodes a week. It is the original series. Then we went to the animated series. Then it was the original crew films, Star Trek The Next Generation, the TNG films, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and now, tonight, we finish up season 2 of Star Trek Voyager. And we have only 2 episodes to finish that out. Next week, like I said, we'll start season 3 we'll start season 3 with the beginning of that. But what we'll do tonight is we're about to start. I'll turn this over now to my first officers. She'll give you some Snail Messiah, you did. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Member chat from Snail Messiah. Member for 13 months. Thank you, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm glad you reminded me. Globby, would you do a cameo in a radio drama? Would I? I have no talent for any such a thing, but I would do it. I do it for you.
Don't be silly. You have talent for such a thing.
Globby, was it Snail Messiah? I'm speechless to be asked such a thing, but of course, for you, I would. If it means for you or a friend of someone, but it's not like I wouldn't try to make like a hobby of it or anything, or like a challenge of anything. But did you have one in mind? I mean, because you know me, I'm no actor or anything like that. I don't have any kind of talent for such a thing. But I'm
yes, you
flattered by the
don't
question.
Be ridiculous.
I really don't. I'm not saying I've never done that before. So anyway, but yeah, I'm game. I'm game to listen just because it's interesting. So. Number 1, I will now turn it over to you, and we will start with our first episode. Just tell me when you're ready to
Well, let's give her,
Unicorn.
as they say in Canada. Let's give her. Let's make it a gooder and give her. You can't get more Canadian than that. Yeah, folks. Let's get started. Tonight we're going to start with resolutions. This is season 2, episode 25. This is production code 141. This was first broadcast on May 13th, 1996. Now I'm going to be reading the plot as provided by Wikipedia. And around here, it's very important to say that we don't endorse these user-generated sites. Most of the stuff you're reading on IMDb about Star Trek is complete and utter shite. It's not true. Most of it is just complete. It's just, they're factoids, okay? They've been stirred around in the pot of fandom for so long that people think that they're facts because, we've traded in them for so many years. They're not. They're simply not. So if you're going to do something where you're going to start investigating Star Trek, you want to look at the production, you want to look at the stuff that happened on Star Trek, don't look to Memory Alpha. Don't look to IMDb for your trivia. Please go and find original source material. And for this iteration of Star Trek Voyager, we have the Celebration and the Companion. Both are passable and certainly the best source for information for the show. However, not good for a podcast. For a podcast, we just want to get in and get out. It's really important to provide a summary, though, because many of you are hardcore Trekkies, and you know what that means. You didn't have time to rewatch the episode, so you need a little bit of a refresher. And so that's why I read it off of the Wikipedia. It's quick and dirty, and if it's wrong, we make fun of it and we correct it immediately. So, saddle up, lock and load. Let's do this, folks.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Captain Janeway and Chakotay both contract a deadly virus from a wasp insect, and they are forced to remain on the planet where they contracted it, where the environment prevents the disease from killing them. Janeway orders Voyager to continue its journey to the Alpha Quadrant with Tuvok as its new captain. Janeway explicitly forbids Tuvok from contacting the Vidians, who might have knowledge about the cure for the virus, as previously they have taken every opportunity to harvest organs from Voyager's crew. Okay, so that sentence made no sense, and whoever constructed it needs to be put in the agony booth on a set it and forget it like Ron Popeil until they're barbecued clean through to the bone. Let's keep going. Janeway and Chakotay prepare to spend the rest of their lives alone together on the planet. Janeway researches potential cures for the virus. Chakotay states that since a cure couldn't be found on by Voyager's doctor, they should stop searching and instead enjoy the time they have left. They have left. Like, we all have time left. You mean enjoy their time there? Enjoy the time they have left. Remember, the planet is protecting them from dying. So why would you say the time they have left? Once again, you need to go back into the agony booth. This time you're going to be ashes. But Janeway refuses. Janeway finds the primate-like creature again, whom tries to warn her, it shouldn't be whom, from a plasma storm. First time failing with Janeway, thinking it sees her insect traps. Second time successfully pointing at the sky. However, a plasma storm soon destroys much of the research equipment. Romantic tension develops between Chakotay and Janeway. So this is complete and utter shite writing, plus many of the crew, especially Ensign Harry Kim, come to believe that Voyager should contact the Vidians. The crew does have B'Elanna Torres, whose DNA possesses an incredibly powerful immune system, which the Vidians believe could offer a cure to the phage, a disease which has ravaged them for centuries. The ship also has the goodwill of the Vidian scientist Dr. Dinara Pell, who had previously been saved by the ship's doctor. They also enjoyed a short romance. Tuvok and Kim argue twice over this course of action, with Tuvok thinking this is illogical. One of the many reasons for this is that Voyager had recently destroyed a Vidian ship, leading to the loss of 300 of their people. Kim argues and comes close to being permanently relieved of duty. The next day, duty.
Duty.
Oh, it's duty, all right. The next day, Kes comes to talk to Tuvok in his ready room. Tuvok soon realizes that with the presence of many of the crew on the bridge, changing his mind might be the best thing to do. Because, folks, it's a democracy.
Yeah.
Voyager contacts the Vidians, who seemingly are willing to work with them. However, it's a trap! With a large force of Vidians arriving for battle, Pel herself has formulated a cure. No. Pel herself sends them a sample of the serum that is the cure, and she contacts the doctor on his personal channel. With a few split-second maneuvers, the crew manages to transport the medication. On the planet, well after the debris from the storm has been cleaned up, Janeway and Chakotay are discussing their new vegetable garden. Suddenly, their badge communicators begin to work again. It is Tuvok, who is still many hours away. Eventually, the two pack up their new home and return to Voyager, resuming their former professional relationship. So that was, I don't know who wrote that. It was, likely a lot of people, but it was horrible to read and horrible to listen to. I'm going to throw it over to the boss. Boss, please tell me what you thought of this complete and utter bucket of crap.
You say it was bad. I think I would rather listen to that 100 times than watch the episode again. But let's see.
You got a gift from West.
Wes Cagle, thank you for the super sticker. You're too kind. Let's see. I can see it right there. There we go. Poop super sticker. I believe it's a poop similar to this member chat that Eric K gave with duty.
Eric, I love you.
I'm sensing some hostility for this episode. I don't know why. I do know why. Look, this episode sucks. There's no two ways about it. It's reason why I don't like its premise from get-go. It's all just too contrived, just so they can have their little Harlequin romance story. And then, by the way, if you don't want the Chakotay Janeway romance to happen, don't worry about it. It doesn't happen here anyway. They don't even have the guts to do it. So, because remember, when you watch episodic television, that's one of the things about it. You know good and well that next week they're going to be back on the ship. You know by the end of the episode that's going to be fixed out. So boom, there's no suspense. And because that's the case, because they have to bring these characters back next week, they're not going to make such a drastic change where the captain and the first officer are having a romance. So therefore, they put together that little. They played with the tension for nothing. If you're watching that episode expecting anything other than to be back to normal by the end of the episode, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what I don't know what that says about you. But what I do know,
blow dart level meds. That's what it says about you. You need blow dart level.
So meds. They're not even going to have the guts to have the relationship, right? It's not going to happen. No way. So since it's not going to happen, it's all phony. The episode means nothing. I guess if there was a possibility of it happening, there could be some suspense. There's no suspense for that side of this two-side story. This AB, it's not one story, but the Janeway Chakotay. But there's no suspense because we all know they're not going to pull the trigger on it. So they had to make up this story where Chakotay tells her this story about sort of explaining his way he feels about her, and then it was even made up. Even it was made up. It wasn't even real. Larry.
Hi. Larry.
What's up, buddy?
A man so nice. You should say his name twice, perhaps thrice. Larry. How's it going, sweetheart?
Good to see you, buddy. So that, again, automatically, even if you were someone who wanted to see a relationship between the two, which who does, but who wants to see that? But forget about that for a second.
I don't.
Know they're bluffing.
Yeah.
They're bluffing. And this is a super chat from Katie. Oh, I got Katie. I've collected a lot of things you have to say about this episode, dear, and you will get them. But she says, thank you, by the way, Katie. Thank you very much. She said, glad it never happened. He was meant to be with Seven. I agree. But you know what, Katie? If you were watching that back in 19, whatever it was,
96.
Anybody who was familiar with the show, anybody could have been watching that going, yeah, sure. Even if you were someone who wanted it to happen, and you didn't, Katie, I understand that. I don't blame you.
I don't even think Katie was
Who
alive
needs
in
that crap?
1996.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So, but if Katie, when she became a big fan, hey, by the way, there's no greater Voyager fan than Katie, by the way.
Yeah.
And nobody, even if you did want it, you had to know that they were going to chicken out of it anyway. So the way of chickening out of it was to have him make up that little story about how he feels about her and all this other kind of crap. And it's just like, so what are we doing here, folks? You know, you're not going to make any significant change. So you're just playing around with a nothing ass story. And then on the ship stuff drives me even crazier. Because, like, look, Tuvok, I know you're not you're an experienced Starfleet officer. You may not have been a captain, but you know, as a Vulcan, the logic of being a captain, and the logic of being a captain says, you are not in a democracy. You are given orders. The last orders of the captain.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have another question before you get to your notes.
Okay.
Are they just going in a circle in the Delta Quadrant? They went out at warp 6.
Yeah.
In the other direction.
And they're still in Vidian space.
Hey, the Tetrarch of Apathy.
So apathetic.
Yeah. So they're how in the hell were they able to just, well, you know, it's been like 30 something days. They just turn around. It's no problem. It's fine. I mean, I always love it when they're like, they're going through, they're trying to leave the Delta Quadrant, and yet they'll pass through a place that Neelix has been before. They're like, oh yeah, I used to go to, how? You've been out this far. We're not making any progress. We must be going in circles. So that's just a little thing. But I'll let you do your notes now. Sorry.
No, it's okay. All right, so let's get to it, folks, so we can get in and get out in a hurry here, because this is gross. So just let me put this up first before I begin speaking. Sorry for 1 second. I just want to add this. Has it been added yet?
What?
The image.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. This is an overlay. Yeah, hang on.
There we go. So this is from Gwagnar. I love you, Gwag.
Gwagnar, folks.
I love my Gwag. The more Gwag, the better.
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to join in here with my buddy, fellow Irishman, Boosh McFadden. I also wanted it. I preferred the Janeway Chakotay romance to the Chakotay 7 romance. But I mean, everyone in the audience already knows what I'm thinking. And that is that I don't need any romance at all. Really, I don't. Just good.
I'm with you. I don't want romance in my Star Trek to the point where it's...
Yeah, like who wants this? Like, I don't like that whole shipping thing and people getting all wrapped up in the romance. Come on, this is supposed to be science fiction, and everyone knows, if you've read the Star Trek Bible, which is, you know, the guide to creating Star Trek, written by Gene Roddenberry, you know that the aim is supposed to be hard fiction. You don't have to always, you know, reach that threshold, but that's the ultimate goal. Okay, so I don't need any romance, and I don't like romance in Star Trek. It's extremely annoying, and I just want to punch something. Although I don't advocate any type of violence other than shin kicks, which I completely advocate. This is a fan service episode because so many people wanted Janeway or Bangway and Chipotle to get together. So they set Jerry Taylor to the task of it, and she gets Janeway and Chakotay together. So if that doesn't suck enough for you, there are some significant flaws, and we'll keep going. Contacting the Vidians for help is an absurd suggestion. Why the F are they still in Vidian space? And
I don't know.
I put a giant question mark there.
It's circles.
I know.
Like, what the hell?
The thing I love about you, though, is you are my Star Trek soulmate, because you think of all the same things I think of. I hate Neelix, and I absolutely hate Kes. I used to say I strongly dislike Kes, but we've now arrived at the point where I hate Kes and her stupid little mushroom wig. They don't belong in a bridge crew or senior staff meeting. So I don't know if I want to put them in the agony booth, whether I want to rover them or just I just want to set phasers to kill. I would just like to mention in this part of my notes that it's very important for me to explain to you that they have a Type 9 shuttlecraft. So they're on this planet and they have a Type 9 shuttlecraft. So hold that in your thoughts for a minute and welcome RRTNZ.
RTNZ, welcome.
So hold that in your thoughts for a moment because we're going to circle back on that. Tom Paris is once again insubordinate and combative, only this time he's not pretending. This is not necessary. This is also something that would greatly distress Gene Roddenberry. So I don't like it. Remember that Star Trek is a military. It's a military organization. They're trained astronauts in a military organization. Ensign Kim is also grossly insubordinate and nearly violent. So he does that little fake move that guys do when they're going to punch in the face. He does that. But he stops himself. And I just can't even believe that they allowed that to be depicted on screen. It's very bad. And it would really, really upset Gene Roddenberry. Another thing I don't like is that Jerry Taylor was originally hired, according to Paula M. Block, to be the continuity advisor for Star Trek in the way back. Okay. But here we have Tuvok wearing 2 pips. So he should have, if he were promoted to captain, there would be a ceremony where he would receive his extra pips.
And have a red uniform.
And he'd have a red uniform. Instead, we have him in the same uniform with 2 pips. Jerry Taylor, not only did you write a steaming pile of romantic resolutions that look like poo, that are poo, but you also failed at your duty to address these continuity issues. Also, why did Janeway clear an away mission for the captain and her first officer on a planet they didn't fully investigate? So Janeway and Bangway and Chipotle have extensive conversations about how very little they know about this planet. There are at least 4 lines of dialogue in which they discuss the fact that they weren't even sure that there were primates on the planet. And Chipotle actually says that he noticed that the primates showed up on the scan, but after they arrived there. So why is the captain and the first officer, why are they both there and they don't know anything about the planet? Once again, Jerry Taylor sucking at writing. And my God, the cheesy dialogue with Chakotay is absolutely awful. Also, the kindergarten exercise of doing a painting with colored sand. It's so bad. The cringe is so bad, it may cause a seizure. Your eyes are rolling into the back of your head. You're cringing so hard, you just want to get away.
Breaking the cringe muscles.
Exactly. It's breaking the cringe muscles. Good one, Claudia. And another thing, why do they leave all the equipment behind?
Yeah, also, I don't understand that at all. Why do they
why do they leave the shuttlecraft behind? Remember, this is a Type 9 shuttlecraft. And I also want to explain something to folks, okay? Everything that is on these Starfleet ships is recycled into energy. So that means anything like if you were to, let's say, go in and print, I'll just use the term print a teddy bear. That is coming from material, and that material must be recycled. Okay, so they're recycling poo, they're recycling urine, they're recycling sweat, they're recycling skin flakes that come off of your body, they're recycling water, they're recycling everything on this ship.
Matter, any matter.
Exactly, and this is how they've quote unquote cured the energy crisis. And this is why so many people hate this iteration of Star Trek, because they have to keep stopping off at Texaco in mom's station wagon. So why would they leave all that equipment and therein energy behind? It also doesn't make sense that they leave behind a Type 9 shuttlecraft. It also doesn't make any sense that they do not shelter in the Type 9 shuttlecraft and instead stay in the tinfoil hut and then give it to the monkey. In fact, Bangway says to the monkey, feel free to use the house. And then they just beam out. Why wouldn't they pile all their crap that they need? This is essential scientific equipment and essential energy. Why wouldn't they pile it into the Type 9 shuttlecraft and hightail it back to Voyager? So this just shows that Jerry Taylor sucks at writing. She also sucks at continuity check, and this is just overall one more F out of the many Fs I've given this number 2 season poo. It's season poo, not season 2 of Voyager. Clobby?
Welcome, Doc Fortune. Hey there.
What's up,
Yeah,
Doc?
I don't have much more to say about it. You pretty much covered it. Like I said, everything about the episode is just asinine and dumb and boring, maybe even perhaps. Yeah, boring. But it's worth it to see this. Quack.
Like Gwag.
Hey, Parker Luck. What's up? Welcome,
Hey, Parker
my friend. Yeah, it's just terrible. I mean, for all kinds of reasons. And again, I really do understand. Like I said, it's just got. First of all, I'm totally with you. I'm not a big look. Okay, I'm an insensitive dude, I guess. Not that I'm not a romantic at heart, like a lot of even men are. I'm a romantic. It's not that I'm not a romantic, and I haven't watched things that have romance in them and stuff. It's fine. I don't want it in my Star Trek to any great degree. I'm not saying you can't have
either.
it. Sometimes, Kirk has had, Edith Keeler. It's worked sometimes, but as a regular recurring thing on the show between characters on the show was where I kind of don't care for it. And of course, original series didn't have. Hey, look, TNG really didn't have it to a great degree till like a little bit later. They tried to start fiddling with them. What was it? That's terrible. Was it Troy Wharf crap or whatever?
Yeah.
But for the most part, and there was some, Picard Beverly stuff later on. But even that was to a minimum, to a point. It was like, whatever, man. It was still good or bad. It wasn't really bogged down into it like DS9 got. And now in this show hasn't been nearly as bogged down into that as as DS9 was yet. Mm-hmm. And I know it never really gets that far, but that's why when you get an episode like this, even if you are someone that wants to see this romance drivel, you had to know watching them. Yeah, they're not going to do that. It's just a big head fake.
No, and like, why turn Chakotay into a kindergartner and have him sitting at a table making a art with colored sand? Like, it just makes you not even take it seriously. Like, look, I understand. Oh, Eric K sent you a gift.
Hey, Eric, thank you, buddy.
Go ahead, Raquel, and I'll continue after.
You forgot Voyager has thousands of shuttles. They have them stored with pin particles on keychains. Yes, that's that's a reference to being able to shrink really small because of the character from the Marvel.
Look, I'm not cold-hearted, okay? Like, I understand that I'm an INTJ. Okay, so that's my temperament. Okay, that's who I am. When I'm at work, when I'm in public, when I'm doing something professional, or when I'm engaging with people I don't know, I don't like a lot of that romantic crap. I don't like it, and I don't like it in my science fiction. Okay, but I am also a romantic person, but I'm actually very romantic. But I do it in a private way. And when I see it in a film, I like it, or in television, I like it to be dignified. I like a very dignified adult romance that makes you respect the two people involved. But this is literally turning Star Trek into a soap opera. And I hate the shipping. I hate I want this person to be with this person and all this crap. I hate this crap. This is not what science fiction is for. If that's what you like in science fiction, go watch a soap opera. Okay? Go watch a soap opera. This has no place in science fiction. That's not what science fiction is for. Science fiction is not for you to work out your romantic feelings. That's not what it's for. That's another genre. Go and get that in your other genre.
JD Lewis, what's up, buddy? Hey, Bubba Doom, thank you for the super chat. He says, the best Trek romance was and still is Miles and Julian. Thank you for the super chat. Look, I do, even though I agree with Raquel on a lot of that, I do love a show called Babylon 5, which is a soap opera and a space opera, which does have a lot of romance in it and relationships in it, but I think they kept it relatively on an even keel. It was there, but it never got in the way of their stories. And it never bogged down completely whole episodes that I can remember of any of them. It's there, like I said, these people are living on the space station. They're going to have their relationships happen. Do I like to watch that? Not necessarily, but I thought the John Sheridan and Delenn relationship was key to the story.
Mm-hmm.
It had a lot to do with the story, so it didn't never bothered me. At the same token, if every character had been doing it, would have got a little bit annoying. So. And then, by the way, it's not Star Trek. Babylon 5 is not Star Trek. It's science fiction, but it is a soap opera too. It is space opera, but it doesn't have to be Star Trek, and they could do it. And yet, it didn't do it as horribly or as much and as annoyingly as DS9 did. There was some stuff there, but yeah. Anyway, but that's beside the point. I would just rather see a show with Voyager, good episode or a bad episode. If it's being Star Trek, if it's a story about, well, just again being Trek, and it's not.
Yeah,
not this one.
The heart of science fiction, and people hear me say this all the time because I'm a scholar and because I write science fiction. But the heart of science fiction,
agree, Boosh. Yeah.
is ideas. It's supposed to be about technology. It's supposed to be about futurism. It's supposed to be about your anxieties about medical advancements and how they could be distorted or abused, or if we're invaded by aliens, or the changes in power differential between the public and government, or the public and corporations and things like that. It's meant to help you work out your anxieties about the future, about alien life, about space, about technology. That's what science fiction does. It's a beautiful mechanism. It offers catharsis. It offers inspiration to people who create, people who invent. It's not supposed to be so that Jerry Taylor can make the audience believe that Bangway and Chipotle bumped uglies. That's not what Star Trek's for. And that's certainly not what science fiction is for. And there's no defense of it. There is no defense of it. But am I completely cold? No, I'm not. But like I said, I like things that are dignified and tastefully done, and I like to stick within the genre. I don't mind a little bit of mixing of the genres, but when you give way to it, it becomes just putrid. I can't stand this crap. I hated it on DS9, and I hate it here, and I won't like it anymore than when it's 7 of 9, who's obviously a beautiful young woman. Who is wearing a suit that even enhances her whatever she has going for her naturally, and maybe some people wanted to see that. I personally don't. I think it's annoying. Go buy a Harlequin novel. That's not what science fiction's for.
I got you. So, what is your rating of? Oh, by the way, JD Lewis, again, good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing better. Hope you're doing well. Your review, your rating of resolution.
It's definitely an F, and I would just like to say thank you to Shooter for saying Star Trek 3: The Search for Booty. It's just that's not what this is all about. And I hate to be harsh, folks, but let's get something straight here. These corporations do this not because it's great for you. It's because they're trying to appease you so that you will keep consuming. But you lose when there is a genre conflation, When we no longer have the delineation betwixt these genres, we lose, because these genres are quite beautiful things that have their own rules, their own tropes, their own mechanisms. They're glorious, beautiful things. And you deserve to be able to, I should be able to call up Clobby and say, Clobby, there's this wonderful academic movie. It's very cerebral. It's talking about the geopolitical issues. Let's go see it. And we can go and we can go see that. And if we want to go and see a comedy, we can go and see a comedy. And if we want to go, do you understand what I'm saying, folks? If we want to go see gothic horror, we go see gothic horror. But corporations are trying to conflate all of this stuff constantly, and it's not for your benefit. You shouldn't be cheering it. They're doing it in turning everything you love into pablum. It's quite it. I find it super annoying, if you can't tell by this long-winded rant. So I'm going to shut up now. It's an F.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with a D. I mean, I understand the F, but it didn't make me as angry as it made you. I just think it sucks and think it was boring and drivel. But I'm gonna give it that. So now, my friends, as we always do, please post any rating you may have, of course, and any words you may have for the lovely and softly romantic episode. Resolution. Yeah, that's it. So, and Norkel will set those up. In the meantime, I will bring us some great Max Redstone entertainment. All right, we've got some clobbericks, as he calls them, tonight for the great Max Redstone. Here we go. Are you ready? Here we go. Resolutions by the great Max Redstone. Peanut Butter Catherine has a bite from a bug. Choclo Cote says it's fatal and there is no drug. A plasma storm bomb nearly gives the shippers a rom-com, but Tuvox Reese's Pieces keeps us all quite smug. What the hell, dude? Oh,
okay,
shit.
I'm on mute so that people don't have to hear me clicking everyone's responses. Max is so good. Okay, I'm going
Max,
quiet again.
I'm gonna do it again, Max. I don't know why you got me with that. You just holy. All right, I'm gonna do it again, folks. Oh shit! Because I hate when I butcher Max's brilliant work with my dumb bad reading and crap. So let's breathe, damn it! All right, so here we go. Resolutions by Max Redstone. Peanut Butter Catherine has a bite from a bug. Choclo K says it's fatal and there is no drug. A plasma storm bomb nearly gives the shippers a rom-com. But Tuvox Reese's Pieces keeps us all quite smug.
Good stuff right there. I'm gonna go quiet.
Well
again,
done, Maxie.
I got to turn the mic on to say how good that was.
Shit. So I'm gonna start reading our reviews now. And by the way, this is a special one to me because we always love seeing our friend Katie here. She's not able to make it that often. When she is, I love it. And go, there is no greater Voyager fan in the cosmos than our good friend Katie. And look, she loves this show so much and I know she thinks we're probably a couple of evil villains because we beat the hell out of this show. We admit it, but we're brutal to it. And of course, we're partial to the original series. We make no bones about it. But we believe we're reviewing these shows fairly, and we're not the biggest fan of this show in particular. But when they have a good episode, we call it, and when we have one we don't think much of, we call that too. But mainly, either way, we try to have fun with it, and all opinions are welcome here all the time. And we love that Katie's here. And this is something Katie, you floored me with this one because I never thought I would see this coming from you. But hey, don't feel bad about it. So we got a bunch of comments from Katie. I want to go into those first because again, she's the biggest of the Voyager fans, and she says, "Resolutions, solid F. Well, I'll be nice. A D. I've never ever been on the JC bandwagon." That's of course Janeway and Chakotay. And I'm so happy that Berman and Mulgrew put the kibosh on it. Totally inappropriate and would have ruined Voyager. Feeling you there. I hear you. I understand. Love the series with my entire heart, but C7 heart abhors. But my C7 heart abhors this episode and the fan fiction obsessed agony it started. Wow, I hear fan fiction. Now I can imagine. JC, meaning Janeway Chakotay, of course, was a bad idea from the start, and this episode bears a lot of resentment because it opened a Pandora's box when it tried to close it. Interesting. That's interesting indeed. Where's it? There's zero romantic tension between them. Wow, I got you. And she said, love Mulgrew, love Beltran, love Berman, despite this episode. Okay, well, Katie, look, hey, never feel bad about sounding off about it here. We appreciate you, and we appreciate your honesty. It's not look, hey everyone, it's not easy for Katie. She loves the show. She doesn't like to say a bad word about it. She loves it so much, and I totally understand that. I love the original series. I don't like to say a bad word about it, but I'll trash And the Children Shall Lead and some other episodes that I hate. And it may sound weird, but I love that show so much that other than trying to have lighthearted jokes about those bad episodes, I wish there were no bad episodes of the original series. Or I wish there was none that I had any contempt for because I love that show so much. It's like a friend. So it's never easy. I mean, you lighten it up because it's a TV show and you make the jokes or you make the comments or the criticisms. But I wish there was not one episode that I hated, like, And the Children Shall Lead or Spock's Brain or something like that. But, that's life. They're flawed things. They're flawed. They're people that you love, that you hate. There are things you hate about them, and life's that way. Wagner says, grade F. Are we watching something from a Harlequin romance? The script over this episode needed a few more drafts. Then they needed to throw it out and start over with a different writer. Just do a different story. How about that? And so the Doctor exhausted all treatments except for the one Janeway comes up with to catch one of the insects. Why didn't the Doctor explore this? It would go faster with the resources of Voyager. Oh, sorry. That was number 2. Got to find your next one. Gwag, hang on. Gwag's number 3 here. Okay. Got a crappy mouse. The monkey having natural defense against the virus. Wouldn't this be the same thing that is keeping them alive on the planet? The trouble comes with leaving the planet, not living on it. No, not living on it. By the way, I have another question. Why does she need to trap insects when they have tricorders?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Why does she need? She talked about maybe catching one of the primates. Why? You have tricorders that can tell you every single molecule of a being.
Yeah.
Why do you need? You don't. When did they ever in Trek have to, unless they needed an excuse for a story, have to actually catch the physical person to slice them open, or the being to slice it open? I thought that's what tricorders do.
Well, they almost died, but they don't go in their shuttlecraft.
Medical was, yeah. It's just, oh God. Let's see, Gwagnar, part 4. All right, Gwag. Let's see, buddy. So, what was the point of the monkey, anyways? It ended up not being important to the story. So we had what story? So why have it? Did someone bring their pet monkey to the set one? Yeah, I think that's what happened. I read that somewhere. No, but probably.
And the way she reaches her hand out to it, like she thinks she's Jane Goodall or something, it was just so puke-tastic. The cringe muscles, it's permanent cringe. It's permanent cringe. It's like a palsy of cringe.
So my question is, if Mulgrew understandably hated the whole idea of the Chakotay Janeway thing, and yeah, and what Katie was telling us that she and Beltran didn't like it, and Berman apparently didn't like it. Why did it get filmed? Why did you stop it at the beginning? Why would you?
The fans wanted it, and so Jerry Taylor said, make it so.
So they got screwed too, because the people who don't want to watch that stupid episode. The people who do want it aren't getting it because clearly by the end of the episode, everything's back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
So what was so pointless?
Well, I think it's because, that Beltran and Mulgrew had in the 90s despite, the way we're looking at it now. They had pretty good chemistry, and they were making goo eyes at one another, and looking at one another romantically at the outset, especially in season one. And I think the fans really wanted that. And so, after you've worked on DS9, what do? What you do is you get together these people, and you try and make it as romantic as possible. And this is after we endured the disgusting spectacle of watching the mother bird feed the baby bird with Kira, with Kira and Odo. So I'm so glad it's over.
Oh shit! By the way, Michael Bacon, greetings, my friend, and shout out to Cassandra. Good to see you, buddy. Okay, 5. Space is vast. That reminds me of Douglas Adams. Space, it says, is big, really big. I mean, you won't believe how vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is. You may think it's a long way down the street to the chemist, but that's just peanuts to space, and so on and so on. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, of course. All right, space is vast, but the Vidians just happen to have known about and cured that exact virus from the freaking planet. Yeah, how convenient. And again, they were just barely able to beam it on board. All that phony drama. The whole episode is so stupid.
Yeah,
stupid. I'm going to get that, Mark. I know we need the clip from UHF, the movie with that scene where the guy just yells, "Stupid!" You could use that.
Good evening, Carlos Magus. Nice to see you.
Carlos Magus. Hello there. Yeah, there you go. Magus, good to see you, sir. I hope you are doing well. Okay, oh, sorry. Fires from the planet. And again, Voyager meets up with people they should have been long out of range of. Yeah, they're going in circles, dude. I'm telling you. Like, they're just flying around. They go, you guys could have been back a long time ago, but you've been flying around the Delta Quadrant, stopping everywhere, and you make no progress. The entire crew misses Janeway. I guess they have Stockholm Syndrome and have come to miss all the unnecessary dangers she subjects them to. I suspect this from Harry, but not the rest of the crew. The way he was acting, I wanted to punch him. I never hate the guy or anything. I don't really like him much as a character either way. Sometimes he's palatable. Not the biggest fan one or the other. The actor's fine. But man, he was borderline insufferable in this episode. Little twit. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of people treating. And by the way, the writing really compromises Tuvok, because I like Tuvok, and they just make him a total pansy. He needs to stand up and say, hey, look, no, I mean, I have my orders. My job is to take care of the crew. Sorry. They went down and got themselves infected on the planet. I'm a Vulcan. Go. I'll put your ass in the brig. He threatened to put him in the brig. Then he just, I remember the worst scene in the episode, other than all the romancy crap, is when he goes to see Tuvok in his quarters. What's his face? Harry Kim, and says, I think you should know that there are a lot of people that disagree with you. And I thought I'm waiting for a captain. He's supposed to be a captain. Say, really? I'll keep that in mind, Mr. Bailey, when this becomes a democracy. Yeah. He said, oh, wait a minute. Everyone disagrees with me? Oh, why didn't you say so? I guess I can't do what I want to do as the captain.
It's stupid.
People disagree with me.
It's up and down.
Bruce McFadden says A+ because this episode reaffirms my belief that DS9 is the superior Trek series. Well, there you go. You have been reaffirmed for sure, sir. Enigmatic Drop Bear. D-. In this installment of the African Queen, Trudy Elian sets about developing an antiviral drug while Charlie Chipotle augments their IKEA remote outpost kit with the handmade accoutrements. I love you. Rock, EB, you rock. Meanwhile, Supercass, the master negotiator, overcomes Harry's failed mutiny by drawing on the wealth and wisdom she gained from her first year of life discussions with her father. Question marky and stuff. And by the way,
very clear here, Enigmatic Drop Bear, that the audience has changed. The audience you can see the shift in the audience. It's gone from cerebral people, which is typically the science fiction people are usually people who are university educated. They're usually scientists. Many of them actually are lawyers, and they're looking for science. We've now shifted this to more like teenagers and young girls. It's not. This is not something that a thinking person would watch and go, "This is just so engrossing." I don't give a single shit what Kes has to say. Like, I don't care what Kes talked about with her father. What's her father, 3 years old? What she won? I'm good. I'm good.
Yes. So let's see here. This episode, I don't know, Enigma Rubber doesn't talk like this as far as I know, folks. So I'm sorry. I just don't know why I'm doing it this way. This episode was a nonstop succession of ridiculous conveniences. Yeah, a Vidian convoy that just happened to have an antiviral for the insect poison, that just happened to be on Voyager's path. How convenient! Yeah. Whoever used to say that.
Sathras says this episode is Dawson's Creek.
Yes. A plasma storm just happened to destroy Janeway's lab work, making them utterly reliant on the Vidian solution. And this is to say nothing of JC's abandonment on the planet in the first place. Yes. I truly hope this episode isn't foreshadowing a love story between Janeway and Chipotle. Star Trek can do without the dreaded shipping concept that has started to plague shows during the 90s. Yes, sir.
It's inappropriate to the genre.
Sure damaged a lot of Deep Space Nine for me, to be honest. I mean,
it's inappropriate to the genre. It's not what the audience is looking for. And it's not, live and let people like what they like. It has nothing to do with that. It's inappropriate to the genre. It'd be like, a romantic comedy where everyone winds up getting killed by a slasher. It stands out like a sore thumb. It's not appropriate to the genre. It doesn't belong in the genre, at least not this way. And good evening, Brogu.
Brogu, hey there. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you were doing well. Let's see. Here we go. Herc 130 says I echo Raquel's bruh. Blah. Thank you. I echo it as well. Raymond Feliciano, King Alpha TV says FF for a foul, horrible premise. Yes.
Yeah, right.
Raymond. Good point, Raymond. Yeah, it is a foul, horrible premise. JT Kirk says
JT Kirk.
F plus, insulting to the Star Trek sensibilities. Yep. No chemistry between Bangway and Chipotle. Ugh, sick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Zappers says A plus. Zapper says A plus. No, I'm just effing with you. JMS is laughing at these people. Superiority for all you wanting to see great sci-fi. Babylon 5 comes out on Blu-ray in December. All of it. Great Xmas gift. Just saying F minus. But you know what? I'm aggravated with that set, even though I probably can't afford it anyway, Zathras, but because I don't think they're putting the movies on there, just the episodes. They don't really need to put Crusade on there, but maybe it's a legal thing, but they should have the movies on there. What are you supposed to do, man?
Boss man, I think you should know that the wonderful Michael and Cassandra Beacom have left you a gift, as well as our awesome buddy, Eric K. And you have just received a gift from RRTNC. Would you please check your folder for those?
Thank you. Let's see. Eric K., thank you so much for that, buddy. Says another thing, why didn't the Vidian doctor send the specs and how to make the antivirus?
Yeah.
Not meetup needed then.
That's right.
No
meetup needed. Done.
That's what I was wondering I'd seen it. I know I'd seen it before, but I mean, that's what I was wondering when I was watching it the other day. I'm like, can they send the info? I mean, what do they need the actual specimen for? I know.
Why do they have to lower shields?
Drama. That's why.
Yeah, but not for science people. For science people, then they're sort of like, this show's dumb.
It's stupid. No, that's totally stupid. Michael Beacom. Thank you, buddy. He says, "Hail all, hey all, having sinus issues aggravated by a low pressure system, taking meds and heading to bed. Will be lurking though. Be seeing you, my friend. Feel
Be
better."
seeing you,
I'm
boss man.
Yes,
Did you see enigmatic drop bears 6 of 6 in your folder? Or did you? I know that there were over 42 of them in there,
I
but I think
don't
we
know.
missed.
I'll check. I'll check in a second.
Yeah,
let me
it's
check that.
starred, boss. I think you just missed it because the
Oh,
folder is so
sorry.
full.
I thought I did that one. I'm sorry, Ed. We'll get right to it.
That's okay, boss.
RTZ, thank you so much. And Kirk did his best with principles. Picard always kept his. Cisco compromised him. I loathe the Janeway. She stood on principle or abandoned it when it suited her, but punished others for the same.
That
Wow.
is true. He's calling
hear
her on
ya.
something that's totally true.
I hears you. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed number 6. I'm an idiot, Ed. I
You're
apologize,
not
buddy.
an idiot, honey. You have a
I am an
very full
idiot.
folder, and it's difficult to sort through them all. Go ahead,
We
sweetheart.
got a big number, man. What a crowd tonight. You're all amazing.
Yeah.
So thanks for being here.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about that, my friend. I don't know what
He doesn't
happened.
mind. He knew that you
I
would
know,
get to it. Don't worry, boss.
It's just, look, I was about to make a short bus joke.
Don't do that. I will shin kick you.
He says this number 6 is the black-handed spider monkey was adorable, but hardly an inspired choice.
Mhm.
It doesn't look alien, and never
No.
mind taking our imaginations to what should be the peculiarities of the Delta Quadrant.
Yeah, we
Yes.
needed something weird.
That's true.
You know, like in TOS when it looked like something that like fake vomit that you get from the fake vomit store. Obviously, it needed to be something that would take us out of our comfortable place and take us to a place of wonderment, something that would make us worry, something that would frighten us or would be peculiar. I totally agree.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see here. Did you have? I'm trying to find
What you looking for? I can find it for you, boss.
Shooter's first one because I have a second. I don't see his first,
Let me go get it, honey.
but let me see. I see his third. I see his second.
Well, the chat.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I found it. I'm maybe got missed or something, but I see it.
No,
Okay.
the chat is
backtracked
actually blanked like 3 times now, boss.
It was probably me. I may have I have a crappy mouse. It's possible I nicked it when I was.
That's okay, honey.
Anyway, we've got Shooter, folks. Damn it! Come on. I don't trust the stupid mouse around these stars. See, I unstar something. Again, thank you everyone for those super chats. Appreciate it. Okay, so Shooter says D+. How the heck did the 2 most senior crew members get infected with a virus, yet no one else did?
Right?
Did Neelix make something special to suck up the command officers? Yeah.
Like his poisoned cheese that nearly killed everyone.
Oh, Lord. What is Bang Wei's scientific expertise? She has shown in engineering and physics in previous episodes, but now she's a biologist?
This is true.
Or is it a woman? Is it a woman could do anything she sets her mind to?
Yeah,
it's
ridiculous.
almost very current day, isn't it?
The thing I don't like about that Shooter too is just expanding on your point. Is at one point in the episode, she actually says to Chipotle, "What is this? What's happening?" And Chipotle says, "It's a plasma storm." So what is her area of expertise? Because she actually says in the episode that her area of expertise is quantum physics. So is it quantum physics or is it biology? She's actually trying to cure a disease from a planet, and she's a quantum physicist. So love the comment, Shooter.
Yeah. I mean, I can buy into her being able, because if she's a quantum physicist, I can buy her being able to maybe understand some fundamentals and be able to look at use computers and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, in other words, I could see her in that situation, even if she's not a biologist, trying her best to try to be one and under the circumstances. But she was acting like she was an old pro at it, and she's like, it was just one of her things, right?
Microbiologist.
Yeah. You know, it's not who she is.
Virologist. She's
All
a
that stuff.
virologist now.
Yeah. This could have been a decent sci-fi episode, but instead it became about Tuvok's command dissension in the ranks, the Vidians. I like it. Vidians, get it? Oh my god. And a funky monkey. Nope, not a good one. Thank you, Shooter. Let's see here. Boosh McFadden says, "Oh, Clobby, my rating is a D. The A plus was a joke." Oh yeah, I got you, Boosh. I understand. we got you, man. Simply Steve says A plus 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 plus. This is my favorite episode of all. The hell with you all for not liking it. You should all burn in the everlasting flames of damnation for daring to criticize this episode. Not really. He said F minus. Bangway and Chipotle dynamic was never going to work. Paris and Kim both being bad. More shuttle shenanigans again. Definitely worth a court martial for someone.
Exactly.
What's sli-fi is this? Yes, buddy. And they called him Scuba Pete. Says C minus. Twisted shout. Well, shake it up, Janeway. Make Chipotle twist and shout. Banging on headboards. Hot tubs for making out. You.
Oh, Scuba Pete pointing out the headboard thing. I mean, you can't help but think of the headboard thing when he's making the headboard. You know what I mean? He's envisioning banging that headboard up against the wall. Oh, and a Polymese minion is here, and so is her pepperoni.
Hey.
Her pepperoni.
Yes, I can do. Apollo-me. It is good to see you, my dear. I hope you're out there. Hey, both hands on the wheel.
Yes. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel.
Shout out to the pupper. I hope the little puppy's doing well. Simmy. Cute doggy.
Yes.
JT Lewis says F. Tracy and Hepburn, this was not. Hey, well said. Yes. Lisa says A. Chakotay making a home and making life comfortable was charming. Even a hot tub. Getting in touch with nature is always good. Poor Janeway is too uptight to appreciate and enjoy it. A blip on the radar. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. Always great having you here. Wes Gagel says, a 0 out of 3. It is a Voyager episode after all. Oh, brutal, West. But I hear you. Thank you.
Love it, Wes. Keep it coming, Wes.
Brutal. Eric K says D. I still think Bangway and Chipotle hooked up. Well, you know. Tuvok and the crew prove they are dumber than even Bangway. Go talk to a race that killed one Voyager and 95% of the crew of another Voyager. Yes.
Yeah.
Going into a trap not prepared is stupid. Stupid. Leaving of all the equipment, including a damn shuttlecraft on the planet. Well, I mean, you could make the case that they were just beaming up and they were. I mean,
but then why does she tell the monkey that the monkey can live in it if he wants?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
no,
I think she
meant the house. I think she meant the house, right?
Yeah, but did they beam?
They shouldn't have left the house.
Did they use a transporter to take the shuttle back? Like, it's just Jerry Taylor.
It was It was inexcusable to leave that structure for another reason, not just. What if that being eventually? What if the monkey's race would eventually evolve?
Yeah, and then now she's
millions of years ago. That structure would last forever. I mean, it would be there and it'd be like
prime directive.
It would be. Where's the prime directive? Leaving any crowd? It was so irresponsible and stupid.
Yeah,
I don't think they left the shuttle. They probably flew it off, or sent someone for it. But I don't know. Maybe not. They should have flown back in the shuttle. That's another thing. Beaming out was stupid. You fly the shuttle back. All right, so leaving all the equipment, including a damn shuttlecraft on the planet, the Vidians should have been in wait at the planet. Yes, they should have been. They were dumb.
I really like that Eric brought up the fact that they actually killed everyone on that other Voyager and harvested all of their organs. may have even used them as organ donors and kept them alive and kept on using them as organ donors. I like that Eric brought that up. Like, why would you get a hold of the Vidians? It's just so dumb. Oh,
Yep.
Good evening, Lasher.
Lasher, hello there. Good to see him. Welcome. They knew they were going. They knew they were going. They knew they were going. Hard to believe they escaped with only 5% of the crew left. Maybe they used the transporters to make more crew. Yeah, that's the ticket. Anti-derivative Jill.
Jilly
says a C-. Janeway's tenacity is not giving up, and Chakotay's acceptance of nature are reasonable character determinations for each. And yet, the episode is mediocre. That's saying something. I'm teasing detail. Why does the crew only miss Janeway? It's kind of they don't say anything about poor old Chipotle. They just miss Janeway. What the hell? Anyway, just a few weeks of trying seems like a short time given that she hasn't given up. I understand. Yeah. Why did he give up so early? That's another thing. Like, I mean, if you just want to, the episode's so crappy, who cares, I guess. But it does beg the question. I'm like, hey, look, dude, he's nagging her about not giving up, which I thought was kind of dumb. It's like, since when do you give up? Okay, years down the road, maybe. But this is like a couple of weeks. That's a good point, Jill. That no one really made, because we hate the episode so much, we're not even talking about it. But that's also some crappy writing. I'm like, what? Chakotay, what the hell, dude?
Hey, Katie, could you do me a favor, please? Could you please wait until we're actually covering the episode? I noticed that you've put some stuff for basics, and they're not in part 1, part 2, part 3. Because it's confusing for people who are in the chat. And then it's also confusing for Clobby, because Clobby winds up, sometimes with 60 to 80, one time even more than 120 starred messages to read. So if you could actually wait for the go ahead to post for that specific episode, that would be great.
Yeah, no, it does help us, because we may have had 100 tonight so far.
Yeah.
Probably like 20 something.
No. And,
it just helped.
And now you have 3 and they don't have numbers on them, but because I read what everyone says, I managed to get them together for you. And they're in order.
You got them?
Yeah, they're in there.
Okay.
Sorry, they're mixed in with this episode though. Sorry.
But for now, but this is the last one for the night. But yes, for now on, everybody, please, if you could, and most people do, but some people don't know about it, I guess. But always wait for the go ahead to review any episode. It really clogs up and takes, and that way things get missed sometimes too. So if they don't have numbers. Jill continues, says, just a few weeks of trying seems like a short time. Understand she doesn't want to leave everyone hanging. However, that's in her sacrifice to decide that is her sacrifice to decide as captain. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Jill agreed. Except, what would they do if in 20 months Janeway found a cure? They can't make it home in their little craft, so maybe they'd have to find a friendly nearby world to integrate in.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I mean, but Chakotay wouldn't want to leave. Probably just want to stay there. What's so wrong with him? What about the planet keeps them safe? What about the planet keeps them safe? Exactly. A little creativity in that would have increased my enjoyment. Yeah. Even the Omega Glory said how immunity on the planet developed. Well, because exactly. While the monkey is completely adorable, it serves no point. At first, you think he can help with the research, but the storm abandons that hope, and Janeway is made to give up.
Yeah.
I in no way believe that Tuvok would ever turn back on his original convictions. However, I did enjoy his eventful battle plan commanding.
That's true.
Okey-dokey.
It's true. Bush McFadden says in the chat, Raquel, did you read where I said I loved you and I missed you with a heart and a rose? Oh. Bush McFadden, I love you and I missed you as well. And you are a cool cat, and it is great to have you in the chat.
Yes, indeed, isness. Let's see. Absolutely, isness. Okay. Oh, the Tetrarch of Apathy says, but how else will we create and abandon infant salamanders?
I love that he brought that up. That's such a great job. I know that's not a review, but it was a great
right.
job against the episode.
Wes Cagel's got another one, 0 out of 100. It is a Voyager episode after all.
Well, I had to start that one, even though that's his second one, because
that's okay.
It was so well received to the chat. People were like, yeah! So
Park has a very detailed review. It says,
yeah, it's just a toilet.
Wow.
Boss, I have to interrupt, and it's incredibly rude, but the chat is bumping tonight, so I just have to say good night to JD Lewis. JD Lewis is heading to bed. It's quite late for him. He says, see you soon, and he leaves a heart. So everyone, please say good night to our friend JD Lewis.
Good night, JD Lewis, and good to see you, buddy. I hope you feel better. And it's great to see you. Thank you for being. That's all right. And hello there, Sean Carter of Mars is here.
Sean Carter from Mars.
Good to see you, Sean.
How you doing, bud?
Says what it says. He's off work and uploading my next vid. Well, cool, excellent. Well, it's good to see you, brother.
Boosh, you're the
Let's
best.
see what we got going off here. Let's see your classic comics. It says grade C OMG. Will they or won't they? Chakotay, we should just accept our fate and try to enjoy the time we have left. Janeway, no, I can't rest. I must escape this place. Literally everybody.
Right? Yeah. And the time we have left, like what, 40 years? What do they mean with by the time they have left? Did Jerry Taylor forget that the planet protects them from being killed by the virus?
Yeah. Did he have
Hello? Is this microphone on, Jerry Taylor?
It says that that's one of two. I can't find a second one.
Oh. What's the timestamp on that one, boss?
10:06.
Let me go find it for you, boss.
Yeah,
man.
That's cool. While we're waiting on finding your second one, Classic Comics, I don't know what happened unless it got smoked or something. We'll go to Admiral Teague says C-. C? Is that a separator or a minus? I'll go with C because I think it's a separator. You never can tell, so it's always confusing. I was pretty sure this was a holodeck situation until it ended. Yeah, I thought it was like a Kobe Ishimaru meets Omega scenario. Hey, give a better excuse for the episode, I'll tell you that. And they just start to have feelings, nothing more than feelings. Let's see here. Insane Ways Obsessive Detective Show seems derived from a badly conceived Columbo episode. Wow. I wonder. Like her dress.
I can't find it.
Like her dress, she looked good. In this one, not enough Neelix, so wow, yeah, of course. So wait a minute. Then that means maybe it CC, I've got your first one here.
I just found it.
Oh, okay, good. There we go. It happens sometimes. Sorry, CC.
Sorry about that, CC. That's totally my fault. But the chat keeps blanking out on me. Sorry, bud.
It's real tough to By the way, thank you out there. We got a lot of lurking tonight, which is cool. Thank you, lurkers, and thank you those watching this later on download. I never say it enough. The torrid story of a first officer so mildly interested in his captain, he almost mentioned it in passing once. I've seen stacks of books with more chemistry than these two. Chemistry books, I think.
CC, I agree.
A lot of chemistry books. Righty then, Joseph Dredd. Here come the judge. Says F-. They leave behind replicators, shelter, science equipment, and a Type 9 shuttlecraft. So much for conserving energy and matter. Didn't like the shipping of Chipotle and Bangway. Man, right there with you, Dredd.
I totally agree.
I can't believe they left the shuttlecraft. Did they just forget? They had to send somebody for it. It's so stupid.
This is just Jerry Taylor's crappy writing. And you remember when we read that Paula M. Block said that she was in charge, that Jerry Taylor was in charge of continuity? Wow. Are you serious? Why would you put her in charge of continuity? Why?
You got me, boss. You got me. All right. Babadoom. One says B for lack of Neelix and the addition of the monkey, Space Monkey.
Ray
Man, oh,
Lucard,
man.
the book cover is a courtesy of our buddy Gwagnar. Gwag he's so good with the memes. He's the king
That's
of memes.
fantastic. I love it. Oh, man, we've been on this episode longer than we've been on any
Right?
episode ever. Larry says romance novel from the Starfleet officers. Yes.
This is a Sub Rosa
my-
response, boss.
Yes, it is. Lasher says, I have mixed feelings. I wouldn't have mind, but then the writers just stopped the relationship building like it never happened. That's the thing. You had to know they they weren't even they didn't have the guts to pull the trigger on it, and they never were going to. Listing the episode's flaws takes longer than watching the episode. True.
I had to star that.
We've been here for an eternity, man.
That's right.
Michael
Thank you, Edie.
Michael Beacom says, F resolutions. What the hell is wrong with these people? Many of my friends are ex-military and have dealt with discipline and chain of command issues, and this is not it.
Nope.
Indeed. And now our final review of this episode of the evening. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
The great chief engineer himself, Mark D with a C, says C-. You softy. It is passable because we have a monkey, a hot tub, and no time travel. Plus, we get to see how handy Chakotay is. Bangway is a lucky gal. Dude, what are you drinking?
I don't know. He had a beer. He was at the con. And he's a lightweight. He's not like a heavy drinker. I think the beer is going to his head.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're ready. We mean to get on to the next episode, folks. Just kidding. Man, we're just good Lord, there's been so much time on this one. Hey, Narad Amanda Bear. What's up? Good to see you, Narad. All right, always good. Okay, so let's shall we scoot on to the next episode?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, the next episode, of course, is Basics Part 1. Yes, we're gonna have a cliffhanger, folks. Deal with it. We'll survive, I promise.
Season 2, episode 26, production code 142. This first aired on May 20th, 1996. I will be reading from Wikipedia, the user-generated encyclopedia, only because we all need to touch base and revisit the summary in case you didn't have time to rewatch the episode. And Bossman, you have received a gift from the great Bubba Doom.
Bubba Doom, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that super chat. You were too kind. He says, if Sub Rosa had a space monkey, it would have been a great episode. True. Well, yep.
Could you imagine
I
if
agree.
A little monkey would have come out of the lantern, out of the sex lamp? That would have been
doesn't
funny.
love a space monkey. All right. So,
or if that would have been his real form.
Yowzer. Duncan Regehr was enough.
This is funny. This is funny. Okay, so let's do this. Ensign Lon Suter, having been confined to his quarters for life as punishment for his murder of crewman Darwin. Well, he's not been there. He's not sentenced for life, folks. He's sentenced for the duration of the voyage. Come on now. Has attempted to make amends by making several agricultural advancements. His homicidal tendencies seem to be well under control through the use of Vulcan mental disciplines learned from Tuvok. Seska calls Voyagers, stating that Commander Chipotle must rescue her and her newborn baby, since Cullen saw that the child was not his. Who wrote this? What are you, in grade 2?
That's not
Captain Bangway and Chipotle argue on whether or not to save his son, whether it is a trap or a real plea for help. In the ready room, everyone thinks up ideas to fight the case on.
Where'd you get
in
this?
The event of a trap.
Romper room?
Pardon?
Where did you get this?
It's bad. This is Wikipedia.
Wow.
An apparent defector of the Kazon is soon found on a stranded ship and taken on board to sickbay, and explains his predicament, although Chakotay remains suspicious, especially when he mentions Seska's death. As Voyager travels further into Kazon space, which never ends, facing heavier attacks that seem focused at the same general area of the ship, the man commits suicide in a violent explosion. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. I should have said self-delete. Hope that doesn't affect our algorithm. Which severely damages Suter's quarters and disables several of Voyager's systems. As Voyager is overwhelmed by the Kazon, Lieutenant Paris takes a shuttle to find a Talaxian colony for aid. Voyager is boarded and taken over by Kazon forces. Captain Janeway attempts to activate the ship's self-destruct sequence to prevent the Kazon from taking the ship, but the system that controls this ability was damaged in earlier Kazon skirmishes, revealing the true strategy of the Kazon. Okay, so that was complete and utter crap. I can't even believe adults write like that. Boss, what did you think of Basics?
Let me tell you why I dislike this episode. There you go. There are a lot of reasons. Not too many reasons. No, all right, look. It's too basic. Look, and here's what's basic about it. It's so damn stupid that she decides to endanger the ship on the word of Seska before the whole ship. Their whole reason for getting the ship caught. I can't. It makes me angry when I watch it. I can't think of it. I can't see straight because they got into this stupid predicament because they are idiots. She's an idiot. He's an idiot. The whole crew are a bunch of idiots. They shouldn't have been in that situation. Involving Seska, why do you trust her ever? And I can't stand the Kmart Klingons. Oh my God.
Bad.
I hate them. Anything with Kazon makes me sick. I mean, look, I hate it. I like when one of the Kazon guys like starts insulting, like, what's his face? I'm thinking of other episodes. I'm going, hey, yeah, you know what? I might be that, but you're going to have that stupid crap on your head forever. Look at your head, dude. They're the worst. I can't stand them. I can't take it. I just go to notes because this episode is just boring and stupid. Everything done in the episode was meant to get them to part 2. And it's just asinine. Oh, you got a picture?
I do, if you wouldn't mind. This is brought to you by our good friend Gwagnar, the king of all memes. All right, here are my notes, folks. I don't care about Seska or the Chakotay baby. Has it been 9 months? No, it has not been 9 months. It's been 6 months, and we know this because she took his DNA in maneuvers, which would be November 20th, 1995 to May 20th, 1996. Okay, so that's 6 months. And she didn't take his DNA, as everyone knows, right? Lon Suitor's storyline is intriguing and disturbing. We don't need the Coral Reef Head story or the Seska Grape storyline. Grape, obviously, everyone knows what I mean there. Let's get by the algorithm.
Right.
They keep saying that Seska took Chakotay's DNA, but that would provide the raw material needed for a clone, not a pregnancy. Bringing it up again merely points out the problematic storytelling. So it's very obvious that she milked him like a goat, and she didn't take his DNA. What she did is, when he was passed out, she performed. All right, so there is no need for Neelix to deliver food to Lon Suitor. Why do we have Neelix delivering food to him? This is weird. He would just use his replicator. Lon Suitor doesn't have Neelix, Chicken Man, delivering his food every night. This is another dumb thing. Why did they add that? Holograms are created with light, projected light. The holographic ships and the Doctor yelling in space are all examples of why the writers on this show are stupid and beyond redemption. Snowballs don't leave the holodeck, and neither does Moriarty. Not even for a few seconds. Just stop that. Come on now. Hollow. Do you understand? It's a hologram. It's holographic. Did they have some flashlights where they were projecting the Doctor in space? Come on, stop it. We have 150 useless military personnel, and 150 useless military personnel instantly surrender. There are no heroes in this chapter of Starfleet. Also, the Kazon know how to land Voyager. When did that happen? Last time we checked, Starfleet officers don't even know how to land Voyager. Janeway's never landed Voyager, and Paris has done it twice now, but we remember how terrified he was the first time. So they've only done it twice, and somehow the Kazon know how to do it, no problem. Although we were previously told it's incredibly dangerous, Janeway only knows how to do it in theory, and Paris has never done it before. but he's just the kind of space cowboy who can make it happen.
Yes. Yeah. Oh God, it was so.
So this is some more shite. This is a writing team finger painting in their own feces on the wall of the lunatic asylum. Only a moron would think this is a good episode. Sorry that those are the breaks, kids. Eventually somebody says something stinks here, and if you're covered in poo, you say something.
If you're out there and you like the episode, then I'm not calling you anything.
Don't listen to me. Just listen to Clobby. This is his channel. This is his show. I'm just a guest here, and I'm insubordinate.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but I'm not calling anyone names that like it. But
no,
Claude Salling. Hey, I know
I'm a terrible person, and I'm sorry, but I'm just sick of this crap. It's indefensible. It's crap.
Well, I hope you all stay with us anyway, because give us your opinion. If you like it, don't be ever afraid.
Oh no, like give your rating, but like I don't swear. Like I'm not like somebody who uses profanity, and I don't like flip out and rant and get all ragey. That's not who I am. So I have to express my displeasure through some type of hyperbole. You'll just have to excuse me. It's just who I am. But the Kazon don't have the technology that that Starfleet has. They talk about it all the time, about the learning gap, about not even being able to conceptualize that it's almost magic to them, and yet they're flying around in space. And then we learn it's because they stole their ships from someone else. And we're told 2 times that it's incredibly dangerous to land Voyager. And the Kazon land Voyager, no problem. They also take off, no problem. It's just super insulting to me. I think it's insulting to the viewer's intelligence. The viewer pays attention. It's crap. And Raymond Feliciano wants the club money.
Well, let's see here. If Raymond wants it, Raymond got it. We're gonna find it further.
Neelix, and I strongly dislike Cass. Hey, did I tell you that I hate Neelix and I strongly dislike Cass? Neelix, and I strongly dislike Cass.
There you go. If Raymond wants it, you got it, buddy.
It's total crap. Kazon suddenly know how to completely operate Voyager, and they know how to land the ship when a whole bunch of Starfleet officers, including one who studied quantum mechanics and folded space with B'Elanna, she doesn't know how to land the ship, but the Kazon do, the Kmart Klingons do. Get out of here.
Midnight's Oblivion, welcome. Yeah, but
good evening, Midnight's Oblivion. I'm just a little upset. Sorry.
All you had, what upsets me more about it, because I don't disagree, it's really stupid. What happened to the transporters? We'll just beam them off the damn ship,
or just beam them into space.
Even better. But he wanted to strand them, that's right. Kazons would have beamed them into space. That's another thing. But let's just say, for sake of argument, so you got some dumb reason to leave them on let them live, which is dumb. Why don't you just beam them down? Why do you need to land a ship? There's no reason.
None.
Idiotic. Anyway.
Idiotic, you see?
Idiotic episode. But all right. So those are your notes? Are we noted up?
Those are my notes.
What is your rating of what is it? Basics Part 1.
F.
Wow, there you go. Yeah, well, there you go. I don't feel super strongly about it. I kind of like Suitor a little bit, but I'm just going to give it a D. I might give it a D plus, just because I think it's not as bad as that last one, but it's dopey, drivel. So, all right, everybody, it is time. Please come forward with any ratings and any words you may have about the episode Basics Part 1. Cliffhanger, woo! Aren't you excited? Aren't you thrilled that you got a big cliffhanger to look forward to next week?
And by cliffhanger, he means, stage 4 clinger, or just jump right off the cliff. Just
Yup. So, as number 1 is collecting those, I will bring us some Max Red Suit entertainment for Basics Part 1. Here we go. Yeah, boy, great minds think alike. Gwag and Max, here we go. Fresca Seska, who doesn't know she's lying? Wait, Fresca Seska, who doesn't know she's lying, last time Prima Chicote, she was compiling. And somehow it came to pass. Captain Wagon Trainway eats chowder of dumbass and strands the crew on Gilligan's Delta Quadrant Island. Oh, Max, Jesus
That is
Christ.
100% what's going to happen. Oh,
Max.
I shouldn't be spoiling
Max.
it for everyone. Yeah.
Max,
Max, head desk. Max, save me, Max. Max, can you please save me from this episode? Save me, Max.
Oh God! All right, Max, I got to do it again. I mean, I got to. It's just, I mean, so I try not to screw it up so bad this time. Basics part 1 by Max. All right. All right. Basics part 1 by Max Redstone. Sorry, I'm trying to get this. I'm gonna get it out. Promise. Breathe. All right, there. All right. Fresca Seska, who doesn't know she's lying. Last time, Prima Chicote, she was compiling. And somehow it came to pass. Captain Wagon Trainway eats chowder of dumbass and strands the crew on Gilligan's Delta Quadrant Island. Oh, God almighty. Well done, buddy. Good stuff, Max. I know I didn't do it justice, but it was really good.
Save me, Max. Save
Holy
me from this episode,
God.
Maximum Redstone.
Oh shit. Okay.
You're my only hope. Help me, Maximum
Help me,
Redstone.
Max.
You're my only hope.
All right, so here we go. Oh, hope you're out there listening, Max. And having a good one, buddy. Okay, here we go, folks. Oh my goodness. Katie says basics. Compared to the latter finales, this one lingers and gets campy, but overall, it's a solid B. Seska was an underrated villain, and although the Kazon were a weak adversary, this episode had to set Janeway as a leader. She could not cry in a bush because her ship was hijacked. Now she's just get it's hijacked though. But anyway, they had to rely on each other to get home, even though if that meant being stranded for a while. Suitor ended up let's see. Are you going to well, no, we're not going to do that one yet. We're not doing part 2 until next week.
Bossman, can I interrupt quickly? Even though it's super rude, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon, but is somebody quite important to this community is calling it a night. Chris Persia, I love you, honey. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody,
right,
Chris has said, have a great night, gang. Time for me to clock out. So good night, sweetheart. Take care, and I'll see you next week. Mwah.
All right, buddy. Take care, Chris. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Bubba Doom says F too much Neelix. He maybe didn't finish what he wanted to say. But okay, cool. Midnight's Oblivion said D+. There you go. Thank you, Midnight's Oblivion. It's good to see you. Here we go. JJ Kirk says F. The worst 2-parter in Star Trek. Dopey on so many levels and done on the cheap. The writers ought to return back to the basics for season 3. Yeah. Yupperness. All right. Let's see here. Gwagnar. Thank you for this work, Gwagnar. You've been too great, man. Appreciate you. He says, grade F. The holographic ship plan was mentioned back in Prototype as something Torres had done well with the Maquis. But now with Voyager's more advanced tech, she no longer knows how to do it. They're still within range of the Kazons after traveling for months. Yeah, this is not DS9 with a base they operate from. They should be moving far away from this, but seem to have gone nowhere. Circles, buddy, circles, I'm telling you.
Bubba Doom, I saw that immediately. It is starred, just the boss hasn't seen it yet. It is in his starred panel, okay?
What happened?
Oh, just Bubba Doom said he put up another one, and I as soon as I spotted it,
Oh, okay. I'm okay. There you go.
it's
Yes,
in
F. I got you. I'll get to that one in a second, buddy. I was finishing up with who was I finishing up with? Gwag.
Gwaggy Gwag.
Did I have Gwag? Did I do number 2 of Gwag?
Redo it.
Well, I unstarted, huh?
You unstarted? Okay, well then I think you did it.
Oh God, man, I may have unstarted it by accident, prematurely. I can't.
Crap.
Let me check. Let me go look at it. 12, 10, 58. It's not far. No, it's not too far back. I can go find it and then look at it, see if I did that one. Come on, dude.
Oh wow, Apollome's Minion says, I put up another picture of your picture on Mark D with the C's Discord in the Star Trek tab. Well, thank you so much, Apollome's Minion. I will go and look at that. I will have Mark show that to me. Thank you so much.
Let's see here. When I get distracted sometimes,
It's okay. There's a lot going on, boss. It was Gwaggy.
One, I think there's Gwag's number 1.
Gwag, no.
Okay, I did get that one then.
2.
But they seem to have gone.
Yes. I remember
have
you
a
reading that.
horrible memory, so you know how it goes.
Go to 3.
I have what I call scary memory at this point, folks. Okay, this always bugs me. The space is 3-dimensional and immense. How can they be surrounded by 8 Kazon ships? You can fly up or down or diagonal and not just forward, back, and to the sides. Up, back, and to the left. Back, and to the left. Yes. Brad Dorff is wasted here. Tuvok's security hasn't improved at all as the Kazon take over with barely a fight. She's the worst. And sometimes, I don't know, sometimes.
They're cowards.
And they can't self-destruct without the secondary processors. That is so stupid. Yeah, these people are so dumb they can't even blow up their own ship. They can't even use the self-destruct. They're useless. How useless is that? Can't even blow up your own damn ship. Jesus, guys and ladies. So many questions. Why leave Voyager's crew alive? How do they know how to land Voyager or even that it can land? Don't know. Well, Seska knew, I guess. But how did the Kazon fit that syringe into his toenail? Ugh, yeah. Why am I watching this? That's the best question. Dude, that's your number 1 question right there, brother.
Gross.
Yeah, do we need to see the...
Yeah, why did they show that? I agree with Gwag. Why?
Yeah, just... Well, again, the ship and crew are jeopardized in a half-thought-out plan. Insane Way pretends to care for her crew, but she really despises them and takes every opportunity to sabotage their trip home. Yeah, why did she approve of this? This was... She never should be allowed to object to any reckless crap again because she's the worst at it. Worse than anybody. F, this needs to fall off a cliff. Can we go to the board, please? Says Raymond Feliciano. Yeah, he's looking forward ahead to 2 episodes that are definitely better than this stuff. Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm sorry we're suffering through this. We suffer together. Enigmatic Dropper says D-. Here we get to choose whether this episode has either a ridiculous premise that they would either even bother pursuing Seska's child, or an example of exceptionally poor leadership. I wish I could get invested in these stories, but the abject stupidity on display is just too much for the poor marsupial to bear. Indeed. Oh, good one. That was really nicely done. The child is Seska's and her Kazon partner's responsibility. There is precisely no reason for Janeway to risk the crew and ship in pursuit of the child. And it was also, there were a bunch of chumps for falling for that stupid story anyway. Bunch of bozos. They're really dumb, these idiots. To do so is textbook awful leadership. All this off the back of some Chipotle voodoo crap that conjured up his father's ghost telling him to chase the child. Ugh. That was some lame stuff there, ED. I hear you. Thank you so much for that. Anti-derivative Jill. Jill says D. Interesting character moments are the only parts I like, starting with Chakotay's vision, which is a sensitive and adult conversation with his memory of his father's personality. I do like Henry Darrow, that actor, of course, that I've always liked in some stuff, playing Chakotay's father again, who's been in a Trek episode, and of course was on High Chaparral and a lot of other shows. That the Kazon could create barely detectable explosives was surprising. Yeah. At least they have Seska. Her Cardassian Federation knowledge can explain anytime the Kazon are actually competent. Yeah, I mean, that's true, of course. I vaguely remember Suter having a very interesting subplot in Oops, can't say part 2 yet. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So seeing him in action in the Kazon ship is one of the things I'm looking for. What are you spoiling for, Jill? How dare you? Just kidding, Joe. I'm just kidding, Joe. The silly hollow projected. What?
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. It's so rude, but there's no other way to do it. So I beg your pardon. But Makani Draws is here.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Hey, sweetheart. How you doing? It's good to see you.
Good
Welcome
to see you
the
there.
Chat. Everybody say hello to Makani Draws.
Makani Draws. Honor to have you stop in. Hello there. I hope you are doing well, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, my goodness. What I put my... There we go. Oh, I was having some issues with my chat here. All right, there we go. All right, Makani, I hope you're having a great night, my friends. Good to see you. Let's see, where were I? Okay, the silly hollow projections in space reminded me of the balloon the computer makes in Star Trek animated series in The Practical Joker. Yes. None of the tactical decisions in this episode are good. Boy, is that for sure, Drill. Jill, right on, as always. Let's see here. Shooter says D-. A cliffhanger ending setting up a resolution to get people back. Well, it does do that, I guess. Chipotle can talk to his dad. Yeah, it's like he's an Obi-Wan ghost. This naive American mystic, naive, but yeah, Native American, but I know what you're saying. Anyway, feels insulting to actual beliefs. I can understand what you mean, yeah, actually, but I don't know if they complain about it or not. Why do the protagonists always why do the protagonists always willingly, I think you mean, walk into obvious traps? Well, they sure do. They even admit there are traps. Some attempt at military without actually thought. Some attempt at morality without actual thought. Ever heard of the needs of the many? No way. The needs of the few or the one. The Kazon Claymart Klingons willing self-deletes. Yeah, he does. Not buying it. Nothing I have seen of them implies they are so willing to sacrifice themselves out of loyalty. That's a very good point. That dude, come on. Good point, Shooter. Was that combat at warp with maneuvering? Is that supposed to be possible? The only decent thing is Mr. Suter. His attempts to find purpose and be useful is positive and what ST is about. Yeah, I hear you. That's true.
And is slightly scary in expressing it. I'm just gonna hit pause for 2 eggs of a puppy's tail, boss, because I would love to welcome Dadman. Dadman and the Dadman is clan are here, and Sandra Feliciano says, "Good night. It's been a super long day and I'm falling asleep. It's great to have you back, Raquel." Oh my goodness, what a wonderful and kind thing to say. I missed you all too. So thank you so much, Sandra Feliciano, for being here, and welcome to Dadman and the Dadman clan. Boss, sorry about that.
That's okay. Have a great night, Sandra. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. You have a good one. And Dadman, good to see you there, dude. Welcome. All right, let's see here. And same way says she feels she is being Pecked to death by ducks. I've been attacked by a duck before. I think I could take repeated waves of, if needed. Geese would be different. Would be a different
Yeah.
story, though. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, fair call. It's a fair call. Classic Comics says grade D plus. Not satisfied with marooning her ship in the DQ, Janeway maroons her crew on some unnamed world.
Yeah.
Seriously, Janeway couldn't have her crew over better if she tried. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Underestimates opponent. Brings enemy crewman on board even though he's an obvious plant. Gets totally suckered by Seska's BS story about Chakotay-san. Yeah, he's an idiot too. Yes, he is. And lets her ship be overrun and taken from her and gets her crew dumped in the ass end of nowhere. If I'm in this crew, I'm seriously considering mutiny at this point. Exactly. And yet they all wanted her back so bad.
Yeah. After they watched their entire the entire Voyager crew be, like basically assimilated by them, right? I mean, they took that split thing that happened in space that doesn't make any scientific sense, so I can't describe it, and they harvested the organs of the entire crew.
Idiocy. Dumb. What do you have to lose? What's Janeway's gonna do? Put you on report? Oh no! Normally, starship captains wait until they reach admiral to become incompetent fools. Janeway is a moron. That is all. I can't argue with that. Boosh McFadden says D. Seska, Kazon, boo. All we needed was Neelix and Kess getting shipped alive. Chakotay way from the last episode. And the Kazon instinctively know the most advanced ship in Starfleet. Well, okay, pal. Crap. I hear you, Boosh. Thank you. Thank you for that. I think didn't Bubba Doon have more one? You want to see Bubba Doon? Had another one he wanted me to see. Oh, F too much Neelix.
Yeah, that was the one that was the boo boo, and then I gave you the second one and you read it.
Okay.
Yeah, because like if they hit return, it goes through and sometimes it's anyway. Don't worry, you read the proper one.
Okay. Lisa with a member chat. Thank you, Lisa. It's a member very much. She says Eris broke the review rules. How many allowed? Eris?
No, Eric. I think she means Eric.
Oh, did he? I haven't seen him yet. I'll check. We have to punish him. We have to put him in the.
Well, I think it's You'll see what Eric has done.
I got you.
He's kidding around.
Gwagnar, member for 14 months. Thank you, Gwag. He says, remember Kazon have starships, but can't find water. Yeah,
exactly. Well,
yes.
Janeway isn't any better. She says, let's break up into two groups. The first thing we need to do is find water. But what they but like they don't even consider the fact that they're standing in these mountains and they have snow caps on them. So if the mountains have snow caps on them, they don't have to search for water. They need to start working their way up the mountains, like the mountainside, right? So anyway, so the Starfleet can't find water, I guess, in this show. The Kmart Klingons, or the Coral Heads, as I call them, can't find water. No one can find any water. And yet they leave shuttles and whole cargo base full of scientific equipment behind. Crappy writing. It's crappy writing.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I guess before we let's see. Okay, well, I guess I'll do Eric K's in here. Dude, what the hell? D says Eric K. How did the Kazon catch up? Are they flying in circles? We don't have enough trouble with the star chats.
I think that's the point he's trying to make, but he's trying to do it politely and he's trying to do it in a joking way.
I understand. I'm the humor's not lost on me. Are they flying in circles? Yes. Yes, they are. They gotta be. Something's wrong with their damn navigational system. The Vidians are More advanced than the Federation. You isn't. Oh boy. Seska has proved herself so capable. Now what the frick? Eric, you old rascal, you.
I love him.
Why did the Kmart Klingons not go after them? After who? Oh, that. Yeah. Space is one big holodeck now.
Yeah, and look at how we changed the last number to 18.
Good to see the only one who can defend himself back. Good to see these people needs some tactical drills and weapons training.
Right?
Yes. These people have the most incompetent nincompoops in the galaxy. People have to be, I think he means. Yes. Eric, no argument there, brother. Thank you. Bronze Wrencher, folks. Lisa says, Lisa, I'm surprised at F. Another Kazon Kmart Klingon episode. Thanks to Seska and her barnacle-haired head boyfriend that can outsmart and strand everyone on a planet. Sure, whatever. Next, let's move along here.
Yeah, move along home.
Thank you, Lisa. Move along home. Oh, no, we're not watching that one. All right. Midnight's Oblivion says D+. Thank you, Midnight's Oblivion. Let's see. Admiral Teague says C-. I don't get why almost the exact same plot concept worked in the Orville. Maybe if the baby had already been his. I felt that Robert Beltran more than Chipotle, the theme song sustained it. Let's see here. The villain's kind of weak than the story. Was kind of weak than the story. I got you, Teague. Thank you. All right. Pump this stupid mouse. All right. Simply Steve says F rating. So basically, this was a filler cliffhanger. Yeah. Kmart Klingons were shelved after the season 3 opener. Yeah. I think they can land a stolen ship. Really?
Yeah.
Not good reason ender. Not good season ender. Neelix cooking up evil.
Yeah. I totally agree with you, Simply Steve.
Indeed, sir. Okay. Bubba Doom 1 says F. Too much Neelix. I despise how I think you mean Brad Dourif had one bad scene and was then taken out by in the next episode. I think you must have watched both parts. I guess most of all, the complete and total lack of Space Monkey. There you go, Bubba. We're reviewing the second part next week, so I kind of held off on a little bit of that. Wes Cagle, not that it matters much. I'm just, I stand by what I said. 0 to 100. It's not the episode that's the problem. It's the show. Wes Cagle, I'm beginning to think you're not a Voyager fan. I'm just a feeling, just a vibe I'm getting off of you, buddy. But I appreciate you. Joseph Dredd, he come the judge, says F. Seems the Kazon can master landing Voyager on their first try. Brave Starfleet crew surrendered without a fight. Can anyone turn on the lights? Lol. Yes, sir. Absolutely. It's just JT Kirk says F. The worst two-parter in Star Trek. Dopey on so many levels and done on the I thought I had maybe I already read his and didn't cut it out. The writer's little return back to basics for season 3. Okay, JT, I read it earlier, but maybe I forgot to.
And folks in the chat are saying that their heads don't, or their hair doesn't look like coral or a coral reef. Yes, it does. And not all coral reefs are brightly colored and beautiful. Many coral reefs are actually dead, and they're that weird color of brown, and they certainly are projecting in all different directions. I have seen a coral reef in real life, a dead one and a live one. So yeah, that is definitely what coral reef looks like, especially dead coral reef. That's what their heads look like. But yeah, anyway, you could look it up.
Zathras gives it an F, and he says, even Steven Klugboom won't watch this. It was in the chat, but I'm not going to put it on that name on the market. Let's see here. But thank you, Zathras. Jill says, I forgot to say, why was Neelix a team leader? Yeah, no kidding.
It doesn't make any sense. And why is he in the meetings? Why is he in bridge crew meetings?
He's always in the stupid meetings, isn't he? Mark, do you have a third one, dude? I see your other one. Before that, the Empress in him says, whoever wrote it doesn't understand why and what secondary processors do. They back up the primary processors. Good point. Thank you, Empress. Now, Mark D with a C, I've got your first two. You say it's 2 or 3, but let's go with these. C minus, despite the lack of a monkey, a hot tub, or time travel, I thought there were some good moments in this episode. The problem is that the crew's actions defy any sense of logic. Oh, you only have 2? Okay. Gotcha. No problem, Duder. I can see Chakotay wanting to rescue his son, but risk the lives of the crew? Don't they scan for explosives and toenails? Thankfully, Paris went to find his lizard babies to save Voyager. Well done. We're done with this one. Number 1.
We're done. This is done and dusted. It's got some super dom in it. So let's just let go of the super dom.
Yeah, let's get rid of that there. So,
hello, everyone.
What's up, dude?
Good evening.
Don't drink too much Fresca tonight, I guess, right?
Let's see here.
Oh, you got a gift from Eric K.
Okay, be right there. Eric, have to I'm handling some business here first. Jill, if you're here, if you're out there, if you have some, if you're busy, no problem, but you do have the link because it's the wrap up thingy. We told you we'd let you come in and wrap up things. And we're going to get done pretty quick, though. We're not going to be that long, folks. God, Raquel is just exhausted. I can tell. You're just no matter how much I know how much you love these episodes, by the way. But just, so are you done with this or?
Me, boss?
I love that. I want to buy that novel. I should have gone to the Comic-Con today. Great job, Wagner. Thank
you, Eric K. But he says, oh, that would have been better. The Kazon should have worn a fishbowl to feed the coral on the heads.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
That's totally what it reminds me of. And yeah, they look ridiculous. It looks so heavy too. Like you can tell the actors struggle. And you could imagine that if they would have evolved like that, just imagine how thick their necks would be. Their necks would be enormous. And yet, they're walking around sort of bobble-headed, like it seems as though they can't, they're top heavy. It's ridiculous. I don't even know why we did that. We just did that because we needed Klingons, but they couldn't be Klingon. It's dumb.
And what about procreating? Ouch.
Right? Like, how do you even
lie down? That's not a good way to evolve, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like, what happened there?
I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to go ahead and we'll just do a little basic wrap-up of the season, folks. It won't take that long. We're
going to spreadsheets.
Well, I knew we'd have some damn spreadsheets. I got to be honest with you. I don't even bother with picking a favorite episodes or worst episode. And most of them are worst episodes to me. I'm sure I liked a handful of them. So I'm going to see with my esteemed colleagues on the crew here. Let them do it all, and I might just chime in on episodes I like and don't like because there's too many I don't. There were a couple episodes I liked them, sure, but if I can't remember, did I like them that much? I know there was a couple. I guess.
Yeah. There were a couple of good ones, but I think that this is the worst. This might actually be the worst ratings that I've ever done for any type of Star Trek.
It's brutal. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll proceed. I think Jill will pop in. She said she will. I think she will, but we'll see. But I'm going to start with number one.
Seska's face would be a mess. Yeah, those that crap on their heads. It's horrible.
Oh, it's awful. She's a knock. I'm so tired of her. Anyway, she's not a good. Sorry, I can't swear Kazons. Oh, let's anyway. All right, I'm sorry. So, I really wish I had an opinion on good ones, and I'm sure there's some I thought were okay.
Well,
Maybe
there's some really good ones.
but you guys will jog my memory, and I'll go, okay, those were okay. But I'm not going to bother making our top ones because this episode didn't. I mean, this season didn't have anything I really, truly cared about that much.
Well,
and worst ones I can help. I can help out on the worst ones. But
I had ones that I thought were like really good. Like
that's great.
Like super good.
So let's start with that then. Number one, what are your best? You could do 3, you could do 5 if you have.
No,
6,
I only have 3. Actually, and I've like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't even like. I must have 15 Fs.
Oh, okay, no,
quite a few.
Jill.
Yeah.
Hey, Jilly.
Hey, hello.
Yeah, so lots. So let's start with the good ones. So
yeah, let's do some good. Go ahead, number 1, and give us your
projections.
How many episodes you want? However many you want.
Projections I rate as the top of this season. It's season 2, episode 3, prod code 117. This first aired on September 11th, 1995. This is the Doctor episode. We get Reg Barkley here. I love my broccoli. We get Dwight Schultz, and that's always a treat. He's wonderful with Robert Picardo. The slap scene is fun. We get Pinocchio being a real boy. We have lots of science fiction, wonderful performances, and there's nothing to criticize. It's very trippy. It's got lots of traps, and it's great, and it has a marvelous closing scene. And I rate it as perhaps the very best of Voyager. So it might actually be the best thing that these people made. So I give it an A++. It's like a Team Geeks versus Team Nerds, and it's realistic, and yeah, I just really like it. It's good sci-fi.
We all gave it high ratings, so yeah, okay. Now I remember. See, I had to, the fact that I had to be reminded of that one kind of scares me, but it was good. No, it was good.
Yeah. And then my second one that I really loved a lot, I only gave an A+ to, but that's still really high for me. And it was Prototype. This is season 2, episode 13, prod code 129. First aired on January 15th, 1996. And obviously, I love these robots, although I hate Neelix. I did have some problems with it, like why was the robot left unattended near the warp core?
Oh yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I really like the fact that this was so well wrought that that the Prelor inspired Seth MacFarlane to make Isaac and the idea of the Kalon. So I love that. Yeah. The rest of my notes are really.
Oh, that was AM's picture. I was trying to. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to load up, and it. That was Polly's minion picture. I was trying to load it up, and it flipped.
Oh, cool. Okay, no, go ahead. Okay,
sorry about that.
So nice idea-driven story. You can't ask more from a mere television show. We have a limited budget and limited time here. This works for me. There are slightly cheesy moments at the end with Janeway and Torres talking passionately and emoting way too much. They just need to calm those emotions down a little bit. Ridiculous, calm down. Like the facial movements and just looking at so passionately at one another. And she's such a close talker. You think they're going to smooch. And then my third best would be Innocence. This is season 2, episode 22, prod code 138. It first aired on April 8th, 1996. This is when Tuvok gets stranded on the planet, and he must deal with these beautiful, brilliant, charming, gorgeous little children who give wonderful performances. There are some mistakes in this one as well. The Vulcan lute has 12 strings, not 5. But this is overall a beautiful, charming story about kindness. And of course, it's this reverse aging thing, although it's much different here because it's not really reverse aging. It's very strongly hinted in at least 3 or 4 times in the episode that they have a completely different biological cycle than human beings, although they take a humanoid form. So I like that that's kind of a fresh idea, but mostly it's just because I think that the way that he handles the children and the compassion and the discussion about dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and so on and so forth. I think it's very mature. I think it's very compassionate and beautiful. And as I said, the kindness and the wholesome storytelling. I like the pacing, I like the style, and I like the ideas. So I gave it an A+. And then I did have an honorable mention. I liked the thaw.
Yeah, I like that.
Although it's not perfect, it definitely is. The minute you watch it, you start thinking of a specter of a gun. But other than that, it is pretty much universally. I don't even have to go any further in the show. I've universally given everything else Fs. So that's pretty much what's going on here with me, folks. And those are my gooders.
Okay.
13,
Yeah. Well, you know what?
14 Fs. 14 Fs. Yep.
You know what? I'm going to go with number one on all those. Those are because I can't think of any other one that I mean, there were some other ones I might have liked that she didn't like, but I think most of them were either relatively close or close to the same page going on. Yeah, that's how memorable the show is to me. But we're watching it. We're watching it. So there you go.
All the 7:35.
Yes, that's right. So, Jill, do you have how many episodes you have that you liked? I mean, that you have for the list. By the way, Tobar the robot, and he agrees with it. He loves that prototype episode. He would, being a robot. I think you're a little biased there.
Yeah.
Tobar.
He's going to be running the galaxy.
But good to see him. Thanks for popping in there. Jilly, what would be your favorite episode?
That's a good prejudice to have, though.
It is. He's first people.
Two of mine are the same as Raquel's, unsurprisingly, but my number 3 was Dreadnought. This is one episode where I enjoy B'Elanna as an engineer. She feels like a computer science
gotcha.
focused engineer in this one. And so I love artificial intelligence episodes in that way. And I think she's kind of clever in this one. So that's why I give this one a name. Okay. The puzzles and all that. And projections, let's see, did I mention something different from Raquel? I love it. It feels like Twilight Zone, and it's really great. Barkley is wonderful.
Yes.
And the doctors went great too. I don't know. Everything Raquel said. And Prototype. I also love Prototype.
Yes.
And because of how it influenced the Orville also. And it was immediately I thought about that immediately, and so I love that portion. And I don't know, I like how B'Elanna I don't know, she made some good decisions in this episode too. So for some weird reason, the top 2 episodes have some good B'Elanna moments for whatever reason.
Excellent. And you those are the only ones, or do you have some more?
Do I have more?
I mean, you have.
I think.
Did you want to do 2 more or whatever? I mean, if you have any, do you really stand out for you? Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I had another
one. No pressure. If you don't, it's not a biggie. There's no limit on them or no. Just I thought you said you had others.
Well, I gave a lot of B's, so after that I go into the B range.
Okay, that's cool. Mark D, what do you see? What are you?
All right.
Were you done, Jill? Did you have something else?
Sure. Let's see. Maybe I could find one more.
No, you don't have to. No pressure. I just thought I didn't know if you had one or not that you wanted to mention. That's cool.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. Mark D.
Righty. I did like Tuvix. That might be controversial, but I give that an A+. Wow. So that's probably
so fired.
Yeah, so fired. Well,
you reduced 2 steps in rank. Return to your post.
So yeah. So other than that, the same as you guys, obviously. When Voyager's
oh shit! Incorrect. I was waiting for the incorrect one. You got that one?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
She's got it. She's got it. Here it comes. Here it goes. Yeah, unless she's fine.
Okay.
That's
I love you can never get enough of those.
I
Sorry,
could use
okay.
that right now, so that makes me feel good. Yep. But
Go ahead, Mark.
and
Continue.
Admiral
Oh.
Teague agrees. Tuvix did nothing wrong along with Bubba Doom. Yep. Justice for Tuvix. Yep. So I did like that episode. I like the questions asked. So I'll stick to my guns, even
Stick
though
to them. Stick to your
I'll stick to
phasers.
my Spectre the guns. Projections, of course, were as you guys said, not to rehash,
Yes.
but so I was gonna say, yeah, and of course you got Barclay. So
Yes.
you've got
Great one.
Howling Mad Murdoch. So what's not to love?
Hell yeah.
And then the prototype was really interesting. That was the unintended consequences of trying to do the right thing. Unleashing that that AI or that robot. It's just very, very interesting stuff. And of course, the Thaw and Innocence and Deadlock I also thought were good, and Dreadnought. But when Voyager is good, it's pretty darn good, I have to say. And we're also, we're out in space exploring, although it seems like, as Eric K and everyone's been saying, we're going around in circles. You'd think by now, Neelix would be totally useless, right?
I think
and
the
not know
Delta
anything
Quadrant's
about space.
bent into a circle.
Yeah, I mean, how long have they been going at warp 8 or warp 7? So
isn't it time to start leaving some breadcrumbs so that we can tell when?
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't. That's why you don't. That's another when you don't need chicken, man. Like I know this galaxy. We're not staying in this galaxy. We're leaving it. And you think they'd be so far out. Anyway, sorry, Mark.
Yeah, but no, but it is. That part is enjoyable to me in terms of finding different civilizations, or except we get the Kmart Klingons, and it's just they're written so poorly, and their tech is so primitive, so they're trying to come up with a way to make them a threat, like they did.
What are you talking about, Mark? They can land Voyager.
That's true. I forgot that. Yeah, that was just for the special effects guys, so they got to get to show those cool effects.
Right?
That was the only reason. That, like you said, that episode was all set up and no logic to it.
Yeah.
So when it's bad, it's really bad. So Neelix is a terrible character. Kes I don't mind as much, but she's it's ridiculous too with some of the things she does. But but those episodes, you got to hand it to them when they write something well and they want you to think, instead of just shipping Chakotay and Janeway together with a hot tub. Just a ridiculous setup of an episode. But when they actually go into the sci-fi route and give us something that's makes you think, it's not a bad show. So but I overall enjoy it. But I mean, I guess we're gonna do our stinkers next, but my I gave it a 2.2 rating, and I'm considered the quote unquote kind reviewer. Raquel.
Well, we gotta do bad first, don't we?
No, we're doing bad. But I'm just saying, if we're gonna, this is the good part, right? So when you go down to the average, 2.2, 1.13 for Raquel. So those are D's for you guys. So this is the good part, and then it rapidly. I know people hopefully enjoy these spreadsheets, but
I can't understand it.
That's a great spreadsheet. You nerd. I love it.
God,
look at this beautiful.
I'm looking at lines on a
chart.
Colored lines. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at.
Well, I'm red. You're yellow, and Mark's blue.
I should be orange. What's wrong with you? Anyway, so let me see. So wow. So what does that mean? I hate, love. But I don't know what. I'm all over the damn place.
Yeah. So that should. Oh, we got to double check it to see. But that. Oh, I might have. Is that right there? I had it working before. I think it's.
Look.
Yeah, that's yeah. So it's just going. Yeah, it's just showing how.
Where Clubby and I are so close, and then look at you, Mark. You're just like, oh, I'm just gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Too nice.
So,
too nice. Shin kicks.
Damn nice.
Shin kicks. Yep.
Put you in the agony booth.
Yeah, I got to check my setup here. I think I've.
Can somebody rover Mark for me, just for being nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
I couldn't do that. I was kind of nice too.
Yeah, you're Jill.
Otherwise, we'll rover you too, Jill.
Yeah, you're Jill. You're supposed to be nice, Jill.
It's supposed to rover, right? Yeah.
Well, although, for chief engineer can be nice sometimes.
Zenuist. Good evening,
Oh, it's-
Zenuist.
It ended up out of
welcome.
order Oh, it ended up out of order somehow. I don't know. I got to fix that. Sorry, I apologize.
Welcome, Zenuist. It's good to see you. A new person. So anyone someone new comes in, we always appreciate it, and it's good to see you. Says I like Voyager. It is a masterpiece compared to modern Star Trek. It is, but the modern stuff doesn't count as Star Trek anyway, because we don't acknowledge it here. We make fun of it and trash it, but nothing after
the filth.
It's the filth. Anything after 2005 is the filth, sinuous to us anyway. And so yeah, but I do agree with what you're saying, absolutely. And welcome to Clobbering Time, Saturday Night Star Trek. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's out of order because for your spreadsheet geeks, because I forgot I'd sorted the spreadsheet. That's why I'll show it after when we do that. So you want me to sort it worst? Why don't I sort by Raquel? So let's sort by her worst, because Raquel's got the most zeros. So let me do that.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
we don't even have to do worse unless you don't want to. If you want to just if you have
I like accentuating what a horrible person I am.
Okay, you are a horrible person.
So there's
a first officer needs to be horrible. That's what a captain needs. That in the first officer.
14 zeros. It's great. I think it's funny.
You have to be honest, and you are.
You do. You have to be honest. You got to stick to your guns.
Damn, how many zeros did I have?
Summer school. That's not even summer school. That's like go back, repeat the whole year. I mean,
it is. Look at all the clubby zeros.
How many zeros do I have?
So Raquel, I think, had 14 zeros.
And how many does Clob have?
So
I got a few now.
14. 14. Is that 14? Let's see.
Wow, you can't compete with 14, but
you had a -3. No, you had. Let's see. You had. Oh, I have to sort by you, but you had a minus, so that counts as a -0.3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 0.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. I see the thing with Clubbies. He got a lot of D's.
Yeah, I did do a lot of D's because I reserved F's for anger. I gotta really be. I mean, if it's just bad and dumb, it's one thing, and I would be mean to it. But dumb doesn't bother me as when I'm angry at something.
I had 4 zeros. That was too nice.
You know how cool it is that I just love your spreadsheets.
You like the spreadsheets? Thank you.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I had 5.
Yep.
You had 5?
5?
Jill, you're more mean than me.
You're meaner than Mark.
I had a few.
Jilly, did you just hear what the captain said?
Yes.
You're meaner than Mark.
You're meaner than Mark. I love that. I love it, Jill.
I know. I think I'm proud.
So, yeah, if you guys want to single out your worst, number one,
do.
you have. Okay, number one, did you? Because I'm just gonna look tonight. I'm riding on the coattails of my first officer because I didn't even bother to listen to anything. I always forget about it till we start and I go, oh yeah, I didn't make a worst and first list. Who cares?
Okay, well,
but
all right.
Number one, I'm with you because it probably. I mean, I don't know how we'll probably agree on most of these, but anyway, go ahead with it.
Boss, for me, it's going to be all I'm going to talk about is how much I hate Tuvix, and then the rest of it, I just hate it equally. It's just there are 14 episodes of suck. It's a hard suck. It's a gross suck. It's the kind of suck you don't want to watch. You have to avert your eyes from this type of suck. It's maximum suckage. It starts with
the best
Tuvix,
of the worst.
It ends with Tuvix. I'm not picking my beyond Tuvix because Tuvix says it all. Says it all.
By the way, I'm sorry to interrupt you for a second. I started to interrupt you for a second. But I forgot, Shooter. I forgot that you put that one up there. I started, and then I forgot and went on to. I'm sorry, I went on to the bad, but I'll do it real quick. Shooter, because no one else gave me any other ones, but Shooter gave me one. His best was number 1, the Thaw, 2, Dreadnought, 3, Prototype, 4, Innocence, 5, Projections.
Close. Very close.
Excellent. Yeah, absolutely. And
Rob says Tuvix needs the booth.
Yes, he does. Sorry about that, Shooter. I forgot.
Cloboni Rob.
Yeah. Sorry, Shooter, but I'd forgotten that one. But anyway, okay. So listen, where were we? Oh yeah, Tuvix. Yeah, your lovely episode there.
I mean, look. Let me just name some for you. Okay, let's just talk.
Go for
it. Let's just go through some of the suck.
Sure.
Because the suck is so Like it's such a gross suck. Elogium, that's some serious suck. Non sequitur, oh my god, how did I watch that? Twisted, as just absolute barf. Partuition, absolute, complete and utter shite. Tattoo, these are moments of my life I'll never get back. Cold
But
fire.
you watch it every year.
Please, I know I'm going to stop. Maneuvers. This is more Seska than I need. Resistance. I have none left. I'm horrified by my own behavior. Threshold. This is a vomit burger. I put 2 tabs on
That's the
Threshold.
worst.
Like it just meld. You know what I mean? Like it goes on forever. It's just I exhausted my red enduring tabs. I put 3 cute little green enduring tabs on the sides of these pieces of paper, and all the rest, I wasted 14 red tabs on this shit. Horrible.
Oh God. Oh jeez. Yeah, that's right.
But you forgot life signs.
I forgot to get to that one.
Oh, did you? See, some of these I don't even forget what they're about. What life signs? What's that one about?
The doctor helps the phage-ridden Vidian woman.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hate that one as much.
See, thankfully you watch it every year, so you remember the titles.
Right? Yeah,
You know,
I got you.
It's just like, how much suck can one person suck before people just walk over and slap them in the back of the head and just say, "Stop sucking"? I can't talk anymore.
In that case, I will say, I'll just name out 2 that I'm with you. Threshold is oh my God, it's hard, it's funny, it's so bad it's funny. It's no excuse. It's bad.
The action figure is great.
No, jeez, yeah.
I still don't believe they made that.
It's astonishing, and worse, he bought them. Did they do a Tuvix action figure? Because that was the other one that was sucky, horrible.
Sick. Why would you do that? That's so sick.
Seriously, did they make it? I think they made a Tuvix, right?
I don't know. And they never did Tuvix.
Oh,
no.
come on. Really?
I think the only one they did, there was an episode one. I mean, I could be wrong. I've had a lot of ramen ale tonight, but could be that Threshold.
A lot of Romulan ale. You had one beer, you lightweight.
No, I've had a Long Island iced tea actually.
Oh,
Romulan
ale. Well, hey, there really is a drink called Romulan ale out there. I'm not kidding. It's called.
Yeah.
I've seen it at Dragon Con.
I've made it before.
Yeah. Okay, I was talking about like canned drink called Romulan ale.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
I bought it. I bought it from the brewery. From the what's the brewery called again, Mark? The one that does only Star Trek stuff. What's it called again?
Oh, okay, I got you.
Federation.
Yep.
And I don't believe you're wrong about that toy, Mark. If there were Tuvix out there, you would have it.
He would. Yeah.
And someone was posting pictures of the Threshold toy, and I can't remember who it was on the Discord, or someone bought it, and I don't
Bubba said no Tuvix. I'm surprised there's no Tuvix.
Yeah.
Considering. All right, well, because it is famous. I mean, it's a popular.
Yeah.
All right, so
controversial.
Was that it? Number one, and the other ones you wanted to display? I mean,
well, just another hour. The time when Kess went into heat, and then we all had to consider what would happen if Chicken Man and Kess procreated, and the fact that that happens through her back and her fingers, and then you just think about Chicken Man, and you think about Kess. And then they were going to have a kid together. Yeah. I mean, that was just like a puke fest. It was a total barfarama.
Neelix had to settle down. God, he was scared.
Yeah, he wasn't sure if he wanted to be with the toddler and have babies with her, even though she had like some sort of urine droplets coming out of her fingers, and her father was supposed to rub her feet through her whole delivery, and just the ick alone. Like when you were done with that episode, you're like, okay, well now I need to have a shower, and maybe I don't like Star Trek anymore. But then you're like, okay, I still love Star Trek, but I just need to get away from this. So but there's Elogium.
At least Tuvok says, it appears we have lost our sex appeal.
Yes.
Well, never
I do have that quote. I did have that clipped actually. Yeah.
Oh my God. So
Sorry, Shooter. I love you, Shooter. Sorry about that. Sorry, Gwag. Sorry, Gwag.
sorry, that's right. Me.
Did
That's
we
not-
did
oh,
we play the
God,
Chicken
I
Man
hate
yet
to do that.
tonight?
No, we
Yeah,
need
but
some
what?
Chicken
No.
Man.
I don't know. I've been getting strict lately. I don't want to do any more of that.
Oh, yeah, don't get in trouble.
Oh, the Chicken Man is perfectly safe.
Which one?
But
The
The Toy Story one?
copyright holder came to me. They sent it to me in an email saying that the copyright holder themselves.
that was your Chicken Man. Mine is much more kind spirited.
Are you saying they went after me because I'm mean?
Yeah,
You are
they
probably
give
right,
Voyager
Boy Scout
that-
Master.
zeros.
You ever see that song in the movie Popeye with Pluto singing, I'm mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, he's mean. No,
That's
you're
me.
Pluto. You're a Pluto. So, no, I think he's talking about this.
Draw that man in a chicken suit. It's the Chicken Man!
Yeah, big one.
It's so good. Yeah. But
Oh,
all you
so-
have to think about is
Mhm.
Kes getting urine droplets on her fingers, having a
Oh!
baby out of her back, and wanting to bang uglies, like bump uglies with Chicken Man. It's
You mean
just
this?
Kes. Super Kes.
Kill me every time you do that.
Just
Oh, shit.
it's complete and utter poop. It's
Shitey.
poop.
Oh,
It's
my
poop.
God.
It's finger painting in your own feces.
Oh, my God.
And Neelix is so controlling and kind of he's really messed up.
And a creep, right? Oh, good evening,
hey,
starships
Starships
of
of
greatness.
Greatness. All righty there. Good to see you.
Damn.
Oh,
Hello, Starship.
So, any more? Raquel, feel free. I mean,
No, I think Tuvix and Elogium pretty much covers the sickness that I just want to shower off and like these are moments of my life I want back.
I'm hearing you, and those are two the Threshold and Tuvix are the ones I probably couldn't stand the most. Thought were the worst, but there's so many of them that are just, yeah, I can't even. We'll go to Jill. We'll go, Jill, do you have some baddies? Or you don't have to. You could love all of them. It's fine. But if you have any baddies, let now. Speak now or forever.
Well, I have to
Forever
say,
hold your
a lot
peace.
of times, even when I don't like the episode, I'm still kind of entertained by it. Voyager has that effect on me somehow. But these are exceptions to that.
Okay.
For the third one, I put parturition.
Yeah.
Because it took one of my favorite tropes of having to survive with your antagonist, and it instead of making it meaningful, it made it really gross. And they had a. Was this the one? So and Neelix, they had Neelix in it.
Well, that was
Neelix-
the one with Neelix and Paris were fighting all the
Oh,
time.
okay,
and they
that's
got
what
sent
it
on their
was.
away mission.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That one, yeah, that was
I think
silly.
this
You
was
can't
the
have
episode-
setup.
Kes. I don't want Kes. Yes, I do want Kes. You can't have Kes.
Yes, exactly. That's the episode where the only thing I liked was the production work on the puppet.
There you go.
And my other two, y'all have already mentioned, Tuvix, and with the trope of the magic transporter, and merging fabrics and humanoids with flowers, and talking about plant reproduction inside the transporter, which is supposed to work on a molecular level. You're not going to have those kind of biological processes.
Right. Right.
and speaking of tech, Cass and Helix, Tuvix and Cass is way worse.
Oh, that just made me feel sick. That made me feel so sick. Oh, self-soothing. Like you could have to drink a lot of alcohol just so you could even watch it, or just run away from it. Please drink responsibly.
Just run away.
And in general, Voyager is kind of wishy-washy with their biology science.
Yes.
But this one is even worse in terms of how they figure out how to separate the DNA when it's scrambled. They say that they try to use a radioisotope, but how can you tell the differences? I don't really. I didn't really get it.
Yeah.
Bill, I forgot about investigations. Do you remember when
Oh, yeah.
Neelix was the reporter and he endangers the
that
whole
was dumb.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
why
that's
did that
because
happen?
Neelix has captain level clearance of all of the information on the
Yeah,
ship.
He does.
That's
he
how
does.
important he is.
Neelix News.
Why did we do this to ourselves?
I
feel
hated
so
that episode.
And
And I'm really upset that Neelix has a YouTube channel.
bad. Right? And
Does he?
he's monetized and you're not. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
He is now.
he doesn't even have 400 subscribers.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
People are
went to-
forced to watch that guy.
Like Ethan Phillips, you mean?
Yeah.
He has a
Chicken
YouTube
Man.
channel?
No, I'm joking. Or maybe he does. I
From
don't know.
investigation.
I'm like,
I believe.
Yeah, from investigations,
little
like
news.
Yeah, I know. I remember the episode. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking about Chicken Man. We're not talking about Mark.
yeah, when he does the the podcasting or the
Yeah.
I remember it. No, I was
News
kidding
by
about it.
Neelix, yeah.
I thought you
know,
were talking about. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
It
and-
totally makes sense to have Neelix snooping in on everyone's work and interrupting them.
Yeah, and the
I
fact
guess.
that when he finally discovers this crucial information, he doesn't report to the captain. He does it on his stupid YouTube channel. Guy needs to be punched in his chicken face.
Wow.
Yeah, and besides that, we
Metaphorically, of
already
course.
have a way to communicate information on the starship with the intercoms, and we have the pads. And if you want to put in a proper report, there are already channels to do it.
Yeah, and he should be beholden to that, especially because the captain keeps trying to inflate his power and position. Hey, do you think if we use Klingon pain sticks on the Chicken Man that he would taste like chicken wings? I don't know.
It would tenderize them.
I smell chicken.
Okay, so are you done with bad ones? Or
Oh,
do you got
no,
more?
I have to at least mention Threshold because it's the worst one for me because
Okay,
it
that's
absolutely
cool.
messes with the entire meaning of warp drive. Anytime
Yes.
you
Oh,
look
yeah.
up warp drive, now it says at warp 10, all of everything comes together all at once because of Threshold.
Yes,
and-
when he
and it-
becomes all-knowing and omnipotent, he's seen everything in a single flash. He has now has all of the knowledge of the universe. Plus, Jill, don't forget, he's the first person who's ever gone beyond warp 10.
Right. No,
Hey,
it's never happened
Wolfie.
before. Not on
Wolfie
the
there.
original series, not in TNG.
Hey,
Wolfie.
Except it has.
even though, yeah, they went warp
Except it
50,
has over and
went-
over and over again since the beginning of Star Trek.
and that bitch survives. They went warp 15.
Yeah, and that bitch survives. Yep.
Yeah, I'm more upset about that than the reptiles.
So no, feel free to do more. I just I didn't know if you had any more, Jill, but go for it if you got a couple more. Unless you got the ones you needed.
Yeah, I didn't like life signs because I felt like they were a little cheap in only showing her in her true condition at the end. I thought it would have been better if we could have seen her that way a little longer and have a bigger conversation about that.
Me too.
It was weak.
And they should have left her. They should have left her as a part of the crew. They should have made her a part of the crew.
Her
But
character's
my
interesting.
other Fs
Yeah.
have already been mentioned.
Yeah. If you're gonna start bringing up things like leprosy, then you can't chicken out of it. You know what I mean? Jill, you can't be a coward if you're going to bring up leprosy and you're going to bring up this idea of beauty is only skin deep, because the way they do it, it's just so cheesy and it's so expected, and so much more could have been done with that. I agree with you.
Yep. There you go. Well,
All right.
anything else?
So
from
I'm
anyone?
done talking bad, and now I'm going to allow
Yeah.
you all to crap talk whatever you like.
Well, wait, I thought
I think I need to go because I want people to know that I actually don't like some certain things too.
Jill, you good? Or-
Yeah, I'm good. Y'all covered the other Fs
Okay.
I had.
Okay. Marco.
Righto. So yeah,
Polo.
investigations.
Oh, I had Twisted too. Yeah,
I
but
knew
you
you were gonna
mentioned
say
that.
Twisted, yeah. Neelix, yeah, like we said, that's just a horrendous episode. But Neelix is supposedly this great investigator and quote unquote YouTube podcasting person on the Voyager.
Get him
A military
demonetized.
ship. Yeah, but would you a captain would never allow that on a military ship? Stuff like that to happen. Where unregulated communications not happening. Threshold, as we talked about, although it did give us one of the greatest action figures in history. Save
Yeah.
lizard babies, and thankfully, I think they're coming back in the next season to save the Voyager. From being stuck on that planet. No, I'm just joking, but no spoilers.
Picasso.
Picasso. Hey.
Sorry, Mark.
Parturition. Thank God I could say the episode name. They're trying to be much smarter with the name than it actually is.
Right.
That's really set up with Neelix and let's have the two characters fight and hate each other. Everyone hates Neelix. What's going on? So they're fighting over Kes. So just ridiculous and just the age of Kes. Just I know, yeah, they aged to maturity in 1 year, but just such a ridiculous setup for a character. And unfortunately, they hamstrung the character with bad writing from the start. So not the actress's fault, and God bless her, she went through a lot of lot of problems, and Cass, yeah, just a ridiculous setup for a character. And of course, Twisted, where that was when we had time and space is distorting different parts of Voyager, but Voyager keeps working. So the engineer in me is like, what the heck is going on here? There's no way the ship would fall apart.
And the ship goes back.
Yeah, and it goes back. So it's like Mr. Fantastic stretching around.
Right?
And they don't explain it. I mean, I'm not a theoretical physicist, but I'm imagining if you warp time, space like that, the molecules are not going to go back in order. But
yeah, the distortions of the complete, like the ship was completely twisted. Like at one point we're shown a visual and it's like, it looks like a candy cane. And then in the next second, everything's okay. Huh?
That made no sense. Plus, the episode wasn't good. That the logic is bad, but sometimes you can forgive a little bit of bad logic. But then the episode was horrendous too. So
yeah,
those are my four worst.
That's a good pick. Those are good picks, Mark.
Thank you. So I'm trying to redeem
absurd.
myself.
I can suspend my disbelief for a lot of science fiction.
Right,
but that
Jill?
did not work.
Right.
Yeah, I agree, Jill. It doesn't you're like, oh, why?
So those were, those are my worst. And this season is not good. I kept watching. I watched Voyager, the whole way. Oops, went to the wrong slide. The whole way through. Let me bring it back to the in order so we can see how it was rated with bring the chart back to order. I like Jill has said, I do enjoy it. I mean, it's the characters are good except for obviously Neelix
and Tuvix.
And Tuvix. Well, I know I like to. I
know. I was just trying to catch you, Mark.
You got me. You got me. Yeah, so you got me. It's overall it's got the right idea in terms of starship and in space, exploring. So that's what I do like about it. But God, there's some stinkers there, some real stinkers. So if we go now that we're back in order, here's the spreadsheet.
Before you do that, let's
sure.
Get Shooter in here real quick. Shooter gave it worse. He said worst Threshold.
Yeah.
And Twisted, Investigations, Elogium, and 5 Basics. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Gross, man. Just so gross. Kes and Chicken Man and her being in heat and the urine colored stuff coming out of her hands and the whole thing with the back and the dad rubbing the feet.
Why? Can you not say that?
Why do you keep saying that stuff? What's wrong with you? You're gonna be reduced to
agonizer.
I get the idea that they want to make the aliens different.
But... crap.
And why so creepy?
Was that a Halloween episode or something? Jesus.
No, it wasn't even a Halloween episode.
Yeah, Brandon Braga didn't have anything to do.
Yeah, Brandon Braga didn't do it. I'm surprised.
Brandon Braga didn't even do that one.
Oh, we got ED's got his best.
ED.
New England Rubber's best. His best 3 in third place is Innocence. Second place, The Thaw. And in first place is Projections.
Oh, nice.
Hell Ridge. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm with you there. Great stuff. And then it's bottom 3. Top 3 suck in a season that was overwhelmingly and impressively poor. Third place, Tattoo.
Yeah.
Second place, Tuvix. And then first place, the absolutely awful Threshold. I'm with you on those, partner. Thank you, ED.
Bad.
Thanks, ED. They got a drop there. Absolutely.
Clubby.
What? What I do now?
No, just looking at your chart.
What I do?
Just look at your chart. Look at how your chart
Cal
went.
likes the chart.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
good chart.
Is that bad? Okay, look. I don't know what I'm looking. You know what you're looking at. I don't.
It's awesome sauce. I love you, man.
What? What did I do?
Well, the grades are on the y-axis, and
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean how
all the episode numbers are on the.
wow, we do have a
x-axis.
lot of this pretty similar, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
So these are the
Looks like
zeros.
lines.
These are all the zeros. Clobberin times you're the yellow or the gold since you're the captain. Raquel's the red shirt, I guess. I should switch that. I should be the red, and
Yeah.
you should be the I'll
I'm the
fix that.
science. You're the
It's fine.
engineering.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What were you thinking, Mark? Damn
don't
it,
know.
Mark. No,
Wait a
I'm
minute.
kidding.
I was
I
on
should
the
be the
con all
gold.
day
I
today.
should be the yellow because that's gold and I'm the captain.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
well, that's
Right.
right.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
need to switch the red and the blue. Yeah.
And then number 1 is blue because she is
Science.
not only my first, she's also the science officer and first officer. So there you go.
We can fix that.
And you and Jill will be wearing red, of course, because you're up. Or this,
There we go.
you're
That's an
engineer,
easy fix.
and
Yep.
she's communications or what? And so original series colors. There you go. Except if you make 2 colors the same, I guess it doesn't make any sense. Does it?
Nice.
There we go.
Well,
I
no,
fixed
it's
it.
okay because I'm not on.
That's
not on
true.
the spreadsheet. So I
But
don't
in
need to
spirit, she's red.
Yeah.
You're red.
in spirit.
Yes.
I'm over
You're
here.
wearing
on my
red.
You're there in
And let-
It's all
spirit.
fixed.
Although,
Yep.
and remember how in your first episode you shot in one of your others you were wearing a gold skirt and it said no, you can't wear that. You got to wear a red one for some reason. After that, it was all red. So
Well, yeah, that's why I
It-
love that Raquel trained me to watch the episodes, the TOS episodes
In the
anyway,
reorder.
in production order.
although that wasn't it Man Trap though? It was weird. They I don't or no, which one was it? Well, anyway, no, it was Corbomite whenever she was wearing
Mhm.
gold. No, wasn't that one either.
No,
I forget. It's Man Trap.
It's man.
No, not Man Trap either.
I
I can't remember. Anyway, but
right now,
my-
my brain is
yeah.
not working.
mine.
Brain not working. Brain and brain.
Brain and brain. What is brain? What did you say?
Brain and brain, what is brain?
Cass, super Cass.
You had
So
the
Robert
maneuver.
said, top 3 Tuvix threshold tattoo. These are meme gold mines. Wow, dude.
He's calling for the Waddy
Mm.
sticks. He's
I don't
calling
have
for Alamarine.
I don't know. I'll be there. Be right there. Bottom 3, any that aren't doctor centric. This still surprises me. Wow. Oh, okay.
I love
mean,
the doctor. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we all love the doc. I mean,
Yeah.
Who doesn't love the doc? I don't think I have Alamarine anymore. I got rid of it.
No, that's in there, isn't it?
Or
no?
Got
Maybe
rid
not?
of Alamarine.
by accident.
What?
Oh,
Well, if
boy.
you go to the
Billy's
Voyager
protesting,
one,
we're in
or if you
trouble.
go to, oh,
Hmm?
do I have it? Oh no, we don't have it.
Don't have it anymore.
Well, I'll get it back.
Yeah. Well, we're not on Deep Space Nine anymore. So
Mhm.
too
Well,
bad.
sure. Too bad.
I do have this though.
Neelix, and I strongly
crap,
Cass.
Crap, crap.
Hey, did I
crap,
tell you that I
crap,
hate
crap,
Neelix
crap,
and I
crap,
strongly
crap,
dislike Cass?
crap,
Neelix
crap,
and I
crap,
strongly
crap,
dislike Cass.
crap,
Neelix
crap,
and I
crap.
strongly dislike Cass. Ew.
Oh,
I can
shite.
get
Okay.
Alan Moraine back, shooter.
We'll get it back, shooter. But anyway, hey, Princess Fiona, what's up?
Kitsy. I'm
Yeah.
Kitsy.
All right, let's get a move on here. We don't have all night, do we? Let's see. I know you're tired. Number one, we're gonna get you moving here. So what else? Finish
This
up, Mark.
jet lag is
Oh,
unbelievable.
okay. So this is just showing
Sounds good.
our and I'll finish up with this is the viewers per episode in millions. So of course, TV shows would die for these numbers today. This is of course before the market was so fragmented. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
this is the downward trend. Raquel, you must, and Jill must like this. See, that's the slope of the numbers.
Math people.
Math peoples. So this is the downward trend of Voyager.
Yeah.
And just to compare, this is Voyager season 1. Oh, I gotta add the slope, but you can see the slope of season 1. But of course, it started. A world premiere got over 20 million, and then this is the 10 million range.
Yeah.
And then Voyager, this is the 10 million range here. So it's only 2 episodes. Episode 17 rated pretty well, but other than that, the average per episode. If we scroll up, let me sum this up here. Let me sum that so we get that. Let's see, auto sum. Let's do average. What's our average here? By the power of the maths. Let's see here. So the 8.2 million, which is, by today's standards, that would be
massive.
That would be pretty good, but not for back then. It's not bad, but not great. So
no.
Oh, I got JT Kirk. I'm sorry, I missed you, buddy. He says bottom 3. Bangway's Hot Tub Time Machine. 2, Warp 10 to Lidsville. 3, Deflowering Tuvix. I like it.
Okay,
I
would just like to say
Thanks,
that
buddy.
JT Kirk just won the internet.
Well done,
that
buddy.
should be tweeted out everywhere.
Yeah, that's very creative.
Congratulations.
What she's talking about.
That was cherry. What just transpired there? It was cherry.
Thanks, Shooter. Shooter alerted me to that. Thanks, Shooter. Proceed, sir.
So ratings about 8 million per episode, but unfortunately it's trending down. The Q episode, Death Wish, that was a Q episode. That's the episode that had 9.8
Oh yeah.
million views. So that makes sense. But yeah, John
for Q,
Delancey,
though.
of course. The Q gave him about 2 more million viewers. So that's the power of the Q.
That's the power of the Q.
So, but you can see, our ratings are all pretty similar there in terms of, maybe I'm a little bit nicer, but you got,
I appear to be the nicest of all. Well, look at my points.
Yeah.
Right?
You're blue.
I gave that A++, right?
You're blue.
That A++. That's why.
Yeah.
You're blue
now,
science first officer science.
And
officer.
that was for just wait, my brain's not working. That is for projections. That's why I gave such a high mark for that one.
Yeah.
That's my projections.
The mean, the median, or the modal
Those
score
are
there.
too many maths there.
I don't know.
Infinity.
Captain Finity, I
Just
can't
a
answer that
straight
question.
average of the of the viewers. Yeah.
The mean.
Oh, and is this the part where we give our review for the entire season?
Oh
or
yeah,
do we do
yeah.
that?
So exactly. Unless Mark's you done, Mark?
No, I'm done. This is done. The viewers and the
Okay.
I'm good. Yep.
All right. Number 1. So what do you rate on our usual scale of episodes? Season 2 of Star Trek Voyager.
Well, I think I only liked 4 episodes. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this is a solid F. And WTF. Like, what were you thinking?
Yeah. Yeah, when you can't get
fairness, the math say you gave it a 1.13, but
yeah, but this is the season. Yeah, but the season is as a season.
Yeah.
I am going to. I think I'm going to just go ahead and concur. When you have that much garbage, I mean, in other words, it doesn't matter. Like for example, it's sort of like scoring some really great touchdowns in the fourth quarter to put 20-something points on the board when you're down 85 to nothing.
That's right.
Like
and the guy celebrates like crazy too, and you
celebrate. You scored in garbage time. The other team already beat the doors off of you. They don't give a crap.
You're done. You're done.
So yeah, I mean, so those good episodes are fine and all, and they'll stand the test of time. People might, but in a lousy season like that, anyway. So yeah, I'm going with the F. Chili, what do you rate?
Yeah, added up my scores. I get a C, and a lot of times I will be encouraged to give extra credit to a season because of how I feel about it. But season 2 didn't earn that at all. It gets what it gets. It gets C.
Okay.
At this point, Voyager seems to have no direction. Y'all said it earlier. They're going in circles, and the Delta Quadrant is so big, and we see the same enemies. and the Kazon are boring, and the Vidians have cloning technology, but they can't cure their condition. It makes no sense. Not only so
Excellent.
yeah, not only is the ship itself going in circles, but so does the storyline. Like, catastrophes happen to the ship, and then the ship's okay, either by the end of the episode or in the next episode. Like in Deadlock, the ship gets completely trashed, but it's totally okay at the end of the episode. Same with Twisted.
And they have 1,000 shuttles, of course. Don't forget that.
But the thing is, they could use that to their advantage. They could instead they could have episodes where, we still have repairs done from a previous episode to show their plight and being lost in space. Instead they have those dumb power problems that we keep running into that make no sense.
Folks, we have a question from Captain Finity in the chat. Captain Finity's asking, what is the median score or the mean score? So you just have to take 2.20, 1.13, and 1.37, add it up and divide it by 3. So you should come out 1.6. So 1.5, 1.6. So basically, if you're looking at how we all felt collectively about it, that would be severe suckage. That would be like 1.5, 1.6.
Or you could just be like me and say it sucks, but that's fine.
And Mark
that's an alternate,
Mark has it up there right now. Yeah, it's 1.556. 66666, which is the number of the show tonight.
This is Clobbering Times on YouTube, numbering 666. Let's not change it.
I'm gonna have to go to confession tomorrow after that.
God. Oh my God. It's number 6. Oh, sorry. Okay, we're all tired. Okay. All right. Well, so what were we? No, I'm distracted now.
Whose turn is it, Jill?
We got Jill, right? Jill, you gave it.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a C.
Okay.
I had a lot of B's.
Shooter gave it a D-, by the way.
Oh,
so a few good ones in there, but overwhelmingly bad. Shoot. Gotcha. Shoot. And Marco.
Okay.
Hello.
So my average is at 2.2.
Right.
Although I think it's overall, I agree with it's not a good season. So it's a C. My feeling on it is like a C-, D+. Although my number is a little bit higher, but and maybe that's just because was so brought down by DS9. Maybe I'm rating a little bit higher because we're back in space again, and DS9 had some suckage at the end there to be kind. So maybe that's why. But yeah, overall it's a not a good season. There's some high points, thankfully, 4 or 5 really good episodes. But other than that, when Voyager is really bad, God, it's bad. And Neelix, I don't remember. First time around, maybe I was just ignoring Neelix, but what a really, when you go to analyze it, what a horribly written character. So that he brings the series way down. It's just he's so out of place, and he's a creepy character. He does, and the makeup and the outfits don't help either, too, because he's does look like a chicken man, and the clothes and the multicolored, Joseph in the multicolored Technicolor dream coat that he's wearing. As much as I love that musical and that just does not look good. And he's saddled with that horrible makeup, so it just does not. I mean, Phlox on Enterprise is a kind of a strange looking guy, but not creepy. Like that, not creepy like that. Yeah. So
the chicken man is creepy. He looks like a villain from what's that show? Maybe you guys don't even know what I'm talking about, but we have a show called Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, we had
Canada?
that.
Yeah, we know Fraggle
Yeah.
Rock. Yeah.
Okay, that he looks like Chicken Man looks like the nightmare villain from Fraggle Rock. Like he's terrorizing
Yeah.
the little Fraggles. Leave the Fraggle
Yeah.
Rock people alone.
It's,
Get
Lizard
out of
it's
here,
Fraggle.
even
Chicken Man.
scarier when you see a cosplay of Neelix.
It's
And
disgusting.
they do a really good job, but it's like it is even freakier than
It worse
the
in
real
person.
thing.
Thank God I didn't see any of those at
I
the
was on an
convention
elevator
today.
with one.
Sick.
Really?
You weren't dressed as Kess, I hope.
I don't know.
You could have been in
sick,
trouble.
Gross.
God.
But that reminds me of one of my honorable mentions. I forgot to mention of an episode I didn't like was Initiations, and in that episode they give Neelix the captain's chair for the Kazons.
Oh yeah, burf. I'm just gonna burf all over that.
Let's see.
Sick.
Mr. Angel sends his love. Oh, well, loved Mr. Angel.
I am Mr. Angel.
Back to Snail. Send our love back to the chefs, and hope he's doing great. Hope he's doing all right.
Oh, Bubba Doom, Neelix's nose. We can't talk about that in polite conversation.
And one thing I have to mention too is this Princess Fiona saying, yeah, just leaving the Janeway and Paris kids. That's got to be one of the most horrendous things that the writers could ever have done, where you've create lizard creatures. It's one thing to have them, mutate out, kind of like the Fly.
Yeah.
But then don't have them give them babies. And then that was supposed to be the highest evolution of man in the future. So those creatures were supposed to be super uber intelligent, not devolving. They never said they were devolving. They said they were evolving. And then to leave quote unquote highly intelligent salamander babies alone on the planet.
And they would be an invasive species that would be interfering with the natural evolution on the planet. And what's worse is like, so are we going to turn her into Kira Nerys? Is she going to be the town bicycle now? Because now we've shipped her with Chipotle, and she had babies with Tom Paris. What's going to happen with her and Harry Kim? I mean,
and that's not the original Harry Kim either, so we don't forget that one, right?
No.
That's a new.
Well, there
Harry
is
Kim.
more, but I won't spoil.
Touring Machine.
You can't say anything.
Yeah, we can't spoil it. Touring Machine. Hello there.
Hey,
right,
Touring.
Before we done, were you done, Mark? Or did you have?
I'm done. I'm done. Yep.
Reason why I ask is because we have some things, some chats here to get to.
Oh, go for it. Yeah. And I have one thing to show after the after, but yeah.
Wagner says season review R for violence, stupid decision making, super Kess and Chicken Man. JT Kirk said season score F. This is the worst season of Voyager. So those on first watch, fear not. It does get better. I'm actually relieved we made it through early phases of Voyager. Now on to better voyages. Well, good. Yeah, okay, gotcha. And enigmatic drop bear says. My math resolves to a season average D+, with a standard deviation of a stunning 1.003 point something or other that goes to show how concentrated the suck of this season was.
Totally agree, Edie.
The lack of imagination in the stories is truly impressive. The familiarity could possibly be overcome were it not for the incredible lack of attention to detail. There you go. In summary, season 2 was typified by a dearth of science, a dearth of imagination, a dearth of continuity, and a dearth of consistency and compliance with established lore. Well said.
Can we give a standing O to enigmatic?
Are you saying you didn't like it?
I want to stand.
I love you, Edie.
Yeah.
Are you telling me there's a chance it might be good?
So there's a chance?
Yeah, so you're saying that
there's a 1 in a million.
There's a chance.
Show what you got to show so we can shuffle it. We can get a move on out here. And I got to get off of this desk eventually. Of course, I'm not standing up like I was all day, so that's something. All right. So what you doing?
Mark,
you want me to
Clubby and I are gonna die. We have to go.
All right, no, yeah. Let me change my mind. This won't take long. And so I was at Comic-Con all day today. Had a great day. It was a lot of fun. Let me switch my mic over so I can get to the other
camera.
Thanks for being here, Touring Machine.
And let me show this. So yeah, so I had a great day Comic-Con. There was a Star Trek panel I didn't go to because Kletzman was there. You'll be proud of me. My friend asked me to go.
Good. Don't go to that crap. Good.
Go to that, but I think this is one of the greatest Star Trek collectibles I've ever purchased. So let's see here. You're gonna kill me, but I did wipe out after the convention walking home. Iceman left some
Mr.
ice
Potato
on.
Head.
Iceman left some. So this is making me feel better, but
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
That's
That's
cute?
Mr. Potato Head Spock.
Hey, yes,
yeah,
I love it. See, that's way better than trash like Funkos and Mighty Mugs.
Well,
shit
that's
like
silly
that.
and cute.
Right, this is fun though, because who doesn't love Mr. Potato Head?
all right. I'm glad you liked that. I was worried.
Does
yeah,
it
but as I
work?
was-
Does it work?
Oh,
Does it
no.
work?
Yeah, it's
I haven't
creative.
opened it yet.
Yeah,
haven't opened it
it'll be
yet.
great if you can take the
Let's
pieces
see.
out.
Well, it does work, I think. Yeah, let's see.
Just don't wreck anything. Do it gently.
Yeah. There you go. Still in the bubble.
Yeah, if there's any resistance and you need to cut it, just forget about it. Don't wreck anything.
No, you
No,
can
it's
pull
all
that
right.
bubble off there pretty good.
Yeah, I think it'll snap. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got to cut that. Yeah.
Is it? Snail says, "Is it bacon loving Spock?" No,
Yeah.
Careful, Mark.
no, it's
Oh,
not.
that's
It's
stupid.
actually Spock, not fake Spock. Real Spock.
Oh, this is the cutest little thing. That's
Although
Mr.
even-
Potato Head.
Although even Vulcans should like bacon, to be honest. So I want some. Now I want bacon. Thanks a lot, Snail Messiah.
Yeah,
good
Snail
vegetarian.
Messiah. It's
though I
midnight.
can't
I
taste
want
it.
bacon now.
I can't taste it anyway, but
Bacon
still.
cheeseburger. Cheeseburger.
I can
Cheeseburger.
taste it, but I mean, I would give anything to
Be
be
careful,
able to
Mark.
ask Klutzman direct questions on the Star Trek panel, says Fiona. But I'm sure they would take the microphone away. Oh, yeah, they wouldn't let you ask.
They didn't
anything
take any
anything.
questions.
Watch his finger.
from
Watch his
anyone.
finger.
I got it.
He's Mark. He knows what he's doing.
I'm an engineer.
So Vulcans are vegetarians, but you'd be okay if they were bacon-tarians.
Yeah, if they could eat, they vegetarians, but they should make an
Chill.
they should make an exception for bacon.
Oh, here I see what they did. They did a
Yeah,
clamshell
like-
with one side.
Like like
Um,
Fiona said, she wants bacon too.
Emperor's NM. That is my favorite Gorn. That's the
That is
Gorn
the
to end all
Gorn.
Gorns.
I got it.
There we go. I freed the Spock, but
Okay.
we
Now
don't lose
take
any
him out.
parts.
Now let's see. Take off his nose.
Well, let me put this back in so I don't lose anything that's in here.
It's got a potato
And
and
so you can
basil.
get these. I think they're going to be available
Oh, they're new.
online eventually. I'm not
I
sure.
thought they were
Pop
old. I thought it was
Minded.
old.
No, I got it today. There's a new spot in town. It's made by.
But that's actually a new toy. That I figured it was something. that was
Yeah,
old.
no, it just there was a introduced at the con.
Does
I
it have a
think.
broken
Oh,
delta on
It's
it?
introduced at the con, but they let people buy it. I mean, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
so,
let's see. Does it do?
yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
take him apart.
Come on, take him apart. So
Take
here,
off
let's
his
see.
ears.
Bubba, dude, that's gross. Black eyed peas. Ugh.
Oh my god, I must have a Spock potato head. He
Oh,
works.
if I'd known, I would have bought you
works.
one. I wasn't sure if you'd like it.
Does his hair come off? Does his hair come off?
Probably.
Everything comes off. Now Spock can't hear.
Oh,
Uh,
It's a Mr. Potato
Oh
Head.
no, Mr. Bill.
that's so cute.
Oh, he's gonna be mean to me. Oh no.
Oh, you
Mr.
took
Slug-
away his fucking
Miss-
brain.
Mr. Mark Sluggo. Mr. Mark's gonna be mean to me. Oh my god. He's
wow.
Picard. Potato Head.
Picard head. Does the phaser come out?
No, he
Well,
can
the
go to the
phaser comes
washroom without asking for permission, Clobby. He's not pee hard.
Picard.
Poopy stew.
All right,
Oh,
now I hope we don't get in
good.
trouble for a naked potato on this show.
Do the feet come
Well,
out?
everything comes out. Yeah, everything comes
Wow.
out.
Be
Yeah.
careful.
Oh, the
So
eyes
cute.
and the.
Oh, they're not individual. They're
together.
all
Oh my
together.
goodness.
That's okay though.
So what if you
Now
put
he's
them in the
not
nose
Spock
place?
anymore.
Well, I could do this. I mean, I could go
Put
like
the eyes
that.
in the nose place. Yeah, with the lips. That's hysterical.
Oh my God, there was a transporter accident.
No,
Look at
that's
that.
not a transporter accident. That's a Cardassian. That's a spoonhead.
Spoonhead. Yeah, it is.
Spoonhead.
That's a waste of Ross's term.
Now I guess his clothes come off too. Yeah. Oh!
Oh, there you go.
Oh, he's naked.
There goes
He's
the
naked.
torso.
Nick
I'll
it,
get
nick
it.
it.
Nick
You
it,
got to
the
take it the
nick
other
it
way, I
potato.
think, Mark.
Yeah, I gotta go.
He wants a baked potato.
Oh no!
So if you have
Oh,
her,
what did you just do?
I found it.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. Does this go this way? Or does this go?
No, it goes. Does it go the other way?
I'm trying to.
Careful, don't wreck it.
The
if
problem
you
is
have
there's a storage unit in
Yeah, well, because
in his
Mr.
rear.
Potato Head, you can put the pieces inside of it, Mark.
sometimes they have a tongue in the storage compartment.
Yeah, let's see if
Get lost. Check
I'm
and
getting-
see if
I'm getting
there's
medicine.
a
I'll be right
Vulcan
back.
tongue in his bum.
I'm getting medicine. I'll be right back.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
boss.
Oh, Jill
oh
is
my
right.
God, Jill!
Jill.
Oh,
look
no,
at
it's
different ears.
extra ears.
Well, it's something.
No, those are. Is that? Are those
Let me
ears or
see.
is that a tongue?
I shall check. Thank you for that, Jill. Let's see. What do you think that looks like to you
That
guys?
looks like a tongue to me.
No, those are the ears.
Those are the ears. Come on, can we pretend that they're his kidneys?
You
in
could.
Manic Drop Bear?
Let's see
This
here.
is great.
It is. And if you have a Kirk and an Uhura, you can put a. Well, I guess you can't because it's captain's uniform. You can't put.
Yeah, they only did. The only thing it's really tough
You
to
need
get
more
this uniform
accessories
back
for
on.
this.
Cool.
Oh, there you go from the bottom there. It's a little bit easier. Bottom of the spud.
Yeah, yeah.
But here, so if you go like that, and let's give them.
Very cute.
Yeah, I guess those are ears. Yep.
No, make it a tongue. Come on. Be funny.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Adorbs.
Sold to Raquel.
Look, Mark has more imagination than everyone who works on Voyager. He just created a new alien.
Yeah, and it looks pretty good too.
Even Lost in Space put a funny hat on their primate.
Yeah. At least try
Oh,
to
I
be
hate-
creative, right?
Hmm.
I hate it when that happens.
Or the enemy within with the little unicorn dog.
This is a lot of fun, I have to say. I have to do a video on this, but you guys are
Adorable.
getting
I'm going to buy mine, but I won't open it.
Oh, you have to open them. You have to set them free.
Nah, I'm not a geek. I'm a nerd. I don't play with the toys, but I definitely want this because this is Spock, and you know I'll buy anything that has to do with Spock.
Yeah, I mostly just look at them if I have them. I don't play with them either, but they do get taken out because I have children. You play with
Oh
toys.
yeah, of course. Mommy, can I see? Mommy, can I try? Oh, that's
Mhm.
cool, man.
But let's see, there's a instruction sheet in here. Or probably not an instruction sheet, but just a catalog. So let's see what else they've got and who these guys are. Give them credit for their Spock there. So let's see, do we have any? What's this? Just Atari stuff? Do you have any more Star Trek stuff here? Wacky packages, you guys remember those? Yep.
Yep.
In the 80s, so little mini arcades here.
Hey, my wacky
Got a Cookie
packages.
Monster. Yep, wacky packages.
I
here.
love those. See, those are
Yeah,
the
those are
new
fun.
3. Those are the new 3D ones. A friend buddy of mine's been sending me those. That's kind of cool. But I love the old
Cool.
stickers from the 70s. I'm a freak for those. I love me
Let's
some
see, I'm
wacky.
trying to see. Oh, Universal Monsters. This is a really small catalog here. Universal Studio. Oh my God,
there you go.
Stan Lee. Sorry, I apologize for that.
I put Stanley on
You know,
there.
actually, I watched the. We'll talk more on Sunday Night Geekery, but I went to the Steve Ditko panel today. And
Oh,
Stan
that's cool.
does not get a lot of love.
Good.
So,
Good. I'm happy about that. I want to hear more about that.
yeah, we'll talk more about that. Yeah, there's the Stanley.
Gwagnar,
Some of the relatives there.
you should always open all of your toys because of the hysterical
Yes.
things, the hysterical memes you make
Yeah.
of all of the figures. I love it. You keep on opening all of your toys, please.
Yeah, buddy. That's what I do.
So I got the potato head, and of course I'll be showing everything at Sunday Night Geekery. There was this really cool. This is Star Trek adjacent. Sticker 2001. There was an artist there that had this beautiful a poster that I didn't buy. It was 80 Smackrels. I wish I'd bought it.
You
Those
don't want
two.
to do that, Dave.
You don't want to do that, Dave. But I took a
Dave.
picture of it. And I'll post where you could buy the poster if you want the print. My friend went to the Star Trek panel. He gave me this. I was all excited because I thought it was a Gold Key comic from a distance. Let me zoom up, but
Oh,
Oh my
no. Is
God,
it filth?
no.
well, I'm not going to open it up because I'm like, holy crap! They gave out Gold Key comics at the panel.
Right, it looks like
Let me
one. I see
fix
what
my
you mean.
camera, right? So of course,
see what you
they
mean,
know
yeah.
what they, they do this. Oops, sorry, I always hit the on camera.
IDW. Oh, that's an alternate cover for the
Yeah.
Star Trek animated show comic.
Well, no, I'm not going to open it up because I don't want to get put in the airlock. So, I was all excited because I didn't go to the
Oh,
panel.
I
I'm
know
like,
what
oh,
that is. Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry,
I'm not going to show it. But then I'm like, oh, cool. They gave, so you got a Paramount Plus bag. My buddy gave me that. Well, Paramount's okay. They should have put a mine in there. So you got a cool swag bag. Everyone that went there got that. And then you got this, which I thought was cool. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Because California, the graphic design is nice, but it's lower direct, so sorry about that. But I do like the California class. Maybe I'll just cut that out and put that there, but you don't know what it is. And it's an old school Trek, look, but they tricked me. But I didn't go to the panel because my friend's like, "Don't you want to go see it?" And I looked, it was like Kurtzman was there, and they're showing an episode of Prodigy. So I said no.
Which is canceled.
Gross.
Sure.
Well, they actually Netflix
Well-
picked it up, unfortunately.
I thought it got canceled. Crap. Okay.
It didn't.
I
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
disappointment in Jill's voice. Well,
Well,
Yeah, but I did hear that. I know someone said it
Yeah.
had been canned, but oh well, who cares? Nobody watches it anyway.
yeah. So I did have a great time with the content. Unfortunately, Iceman left some ice on one of the grates I was walking. It was when it was walking back to the train station, Grand Central. So I wiped out on my butt hard or on my shoulder. So I ripped up my shoulder tonight. So that's why I was drinking extra Rami on the hill. But
Yeah.
hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. But so it was a
Hope
great
so,
day.
Dave.
But that was. I need Dr. McCoy. Do you have any? There's a doctor in town, but all of a sudden I felt myself. I lost my footing, and thankfully I saved all my collectibles. Messed up my shoulder, but I did save the
Damn.
collectibles. So
I was bugging him about it. It's like, yeah, like he lost both of his legs, busted his arm, deep internal, or not deep, but like severe internal bleeding. But his collectibles are perfectly fine because
Yeah, see,
Mark
that's the first thing I was
would sacrifice his body to and hold his collectibles above his head.
because that's why I got hurt, because that was the arm that had all my bags of stuff.
Yeah,
So
well, you had to
and
protect
then
it.
and then of course then my much better half asked me, did you spend too much money? I hope you didn't spend too much money. Like, I don't think I did. She's like, how could you not know if you didn't? I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't tracking
Oh.
during the day. I'm in trouble.
Oh, to be a con normie,
Yeah.
where,
And then
where
some of
they
the
know how
people
much
wouldn't-
they're spending.
And some of the people wouldn't take cash. I kept telling them, like, you have to take cash. You're gonna,
That's
I'm gonna get
weird.
ratted
That's
out.
weird.
That is weird, man. Everyone's
That's
using
crazy.
tap, but the thing is, like, con etiquette is because there will be vendors there who are like, they're from flea markets, they're from eBay, or they're like
Yeah.
indie creators or whatever, like Etsy style people. The con etiquette always dictates that you bring cash with you.
Yeah.
That's just a part of the con culture. So
Good night, bro.
it's weird.
Yep, absolutely. Good night, bro.
Thanks, Brogo.
Good night,
Yeah,
Brogu.
a lot of places have the tap, and then I was trying to buy a couple of pins at the end of the show, and it wasn't. I'm like, I have the cash. Can you take the cash? And they kept trying to, finally after 5 minutes later, the card finally scanned there, and then it wasn't working, and I'd already put the 2 pins, which were $20 each pins, Captain American, Black Panther, and he went to give me 2 more, but unfortunately I'm an honest guy, so I But I'm like, no, I already put them in the bag 10 minutes ago. So he's like, oh, really?
Jeez.
I'm like, yes. He forgot that he put him in the bag. So, but yeah, I couldn't do that. But you can't steal Captain America. I mean, that's ninth shade of ring of hell. But yeah, no, it was a great experience. So hang out for hopefully a lot of you guys can make it to Sunday Night Geeker, and we'll show photos and videos and all the rest of the swag and stuff I got.
All right. Well, I want to address Max Redstone and wanted to be heard. And, he does a lot for us. So he said, no grade, with a few exceptions of pure sci-fi. Season 2 is a good example of how Voyager had the potential to be the best of the Star Trek franchise, but squandered creativity, not creative opportunity. He must be back in time on the stream, maybe, because if he's just putting that on there, could be anyway. He says, not meaning to be political. Yeah, we don't do politics here, but I understand. But as a Jew, this has been a bad week for me. So I can't say that season 2 of Voyager has been the worst thing I've watched. I understand, and I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry to hear about that. And everyone's praying for you. So, and what's going on there, we all understand. Addendum, I appreciate Clobbering Times reading my limericks. He usually does such a good job. You're too kind, buddy. I am a literate, as I rely completely on speech to text. Oh, okay, well, I got you. But no, you do a great job on that. And your lyrics are fantastic, buddy. Thank you. Well, we're going to start moseying out of here now, and I think we're going to get some final. It's time to get some final words from our first officer, number 1. Anything you'd like to close with?
Well, sure. Thank you so much, Clubby. Let's get this done. First thing I want to say is, everyone in the chat, you were sensational tonight. You guys are such great conversationalists. You guys are so funny, so clever. We just had a ball with you tonight, each and every one of you. You guys are just amazing, and I enjoy this so much, and I know Clubby does as well, and certainly Mark and Jilly too. So thank you so much for the effort, for the sincerity, for the laughter, just for everything. You guys are the best. I also want to thank all of the wrenches. Thank you so much for helping to guide us along and helping us to have a great time and helping those in the chat. I want to thank everyone who appeared on the panel tonight. Of course, my good friend Mark. Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you so much, Jilly. It's always great to hang out with you. Thank you for your insight and your feelings about season 2. I want to thank the boss. I love you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much for creating this space for all of us to just come and hang out. I've made so many friends here because of you. I wouldn't know any of these people if it weren't for you. And I love you to pieces, Mises, as they say. So thank you so much for having me. And I think that's about it. I want to thank my Patreon subs. Thank you so much for everything that you do for me. Thank you for supporting my work, and thank you for supporting Clobby. I want to thank everyone who left a gift for Clobby tonight, who generously gave to his virtual comic book shop. I want to thank everybody who liked, who subscribed, and those who just lurk and watch the show. Thank you so much. So Larry, love you. Tony Stark, Sean Carter, Cardinal Sin, Shooter, Gwagnar, Chris Persia, Scuba and Leslie Pete, Eric Kane, Kirby, Enigmatic Dropper, Michael and Cassandra Beacom, Mark D with a C, Anti-Derivative Joe, Maximum Redstone, JT Kirk, Dabman and the Dabman Clan, Lord and Lady Thoth, Rob Altus, and Tyler. Thank you so much for backing my book. Heaven is now available. It's my latest release. The people on my Patreon chose it. My patrons chose that as the next release. You can get it on Amazon now. And now I'm going to shut up because Clobby got a wonderful gift from Enigmatic Drop Bear.
By the way, hello there, Jonah Hex. Welcome.
Hey, Jonah Hex.
Hey, Enigmatic Dropper. Thank you, man. You didn't have to do that, buddy. Thank you so much. You're too kind. Thank you. He says, thank you all so much for your well wishes and kindness over these last few months. I love you all. You're the best company a bear could wish for. Well, no, we love you, man. We just love your everything you do. your reviews, your good friendship, you hanging out with us, and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I just and I'm so glad you're doing better, and
Yes.
we're with you. We're with you big time. Thank you so much for that.
Love you
And
too, Edie.
indeed, oh, absolutely. Max said, by the way, I'm not illiterate. Thank you. Okay. However, I do enjoy Clever Nuts reading the limericks. And I do rely way too much on speech to text. I know. I've used that before. It's cool. I understand it. I know what you were saying. So, okay. Let's see, Jill, what you got going on? I mean, you plug your channel and any final words you might have.
Oh, sure. Just thank you so much for letting me hang out here. It's been an incredible time. I love being able to come on the show these past 3 times in a row. It's been insanely cool.
Yeah.
And
thank you for being
just
here.
getting to talk about Star Trek with you all is just the best thing in the world. And I had an amazing time. Of course, I'm so glad that Raquel is back. It's so terrible when we have to miss her. And I have a channel, Anti-Derivative Jill. I like to talk about science fiction too, and just celebrate whatever I can because there's so much terrible stuff. I like to talk about things that I enjoy too. And so what I do is next I'm going to have on Tuesday, I'm continuing the original series reviews with season 3, which is definitely my weakest season. I haven't seen it that often, so I'm actually going to get to know it a lot better.
Right.
So
I hear you.
We're going to review Spectre of the Gun.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cool.
on Friday, I'm going to do a Enterprise episode.
Oh, cool.
Dead Stop.
Excellent. Love it. I can't wait.
It's kind of a creepy one.
I can't wait till we get to Enterprise. Oh, God. I'm saying.
But then it's only 4 seasons.
Oh my God, we're so far away from Enterprise. I want to cry. I binged it earlier this year. I just for the 20th time because I just wanted something to enjoy, And I might binge it again before we get to it. I probably will. To be honest with you.
Nothing's stopping you.
The original series and that I'll binge the hell out of them again. Okay, so
well, you got to watch Stargirl first.
No, you got to watch them. I don't got to do nothing but die and pay taxes. So, let's see here. Where were we? Let me. Mark,
I
go.
shall keep it quick. Again, Raquel, thank you so much. Everyone support Raquel. Go to her Patreon and support her there if you can, or follow her. Just go to the Patreon and follow her, which is nice to have those follows. Thanks for having me on, Clobbering Times and Raquel. Always great to be on Saturday Night Star Trek, highlight of the week. And the chat is so awesome to hang out with you guys and so much fun. So, yeah, it's become a real great tradition here to hang out with everyone on Saturday nights. So I'm glad to hear that ED is doing better, and everyone hope this next week is a better week for everyone. It's been a kind of a scary week in the world, but hopefully things will turn around. And Sunday Night Geekery, we're gonna just enjoy some good stuff and talk about what I saw at the con and pictures and have a great time. So hopefully it won't be an 8-hour show. But I'll try to, maybe we'll do a 2-parter. But yeah, looking forward to hanging out with Clobbering Times tomorrow night there, and Dad Man and whoever else. Hopefully Vegas Thor can be there, Steve Mitchum, and Pat S and whoever else can roll in. I'd like to thank my Patreon Shooter, Brian Hepburn, Rob Altus, and Larry. And yeah, thanks everyone. And let me put the Discord chat in. Everyone go, thank you, Mr. Angel, for setting up our Discord. Oh, I had to show the picture that Polly's Minion did for
Oh yeah,
Raquel.
okay.
Wow.
That's what I flashed. That. Oh, yeah, I'm so.
In the meantime, Crease,
Yeah.
hey there.
Crease, good to see you, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us.
Polly's Minions making a picture
Yeah.
for number 1.
Yeah,
This is incredible. Imagine the work. These are all dots these are all beads.
Remember, she
It's
did a great
crazy.
picture.
Unbelievably
It's
amazing.
So much work.
Oh my God, she did a great one
So
for
that's
me.
gonna-
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So it's
Gorgeous.
less than
I
halfway
love
done,
that
she said.
photo of them.
That's the
Yeah.
cruise, so it's going to be all the way up there. That's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
that's going in
That's
a frame. That's definitely
incredible.
going in the family room.
Yeah, that's the one with all
unbelievable.
the colors at the top.
Mm.
That's
Yes.
beautiful. And the labor of love. I mean, that's a lot of work.
It's
I mean, that's
incredible.
not.
Beauty.
Yeah,
This is all,
Apollo is
and I don't.
amazing.
So just so people know, these are the you know, it's a you know, beads that you're putting each dot in individually, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah, it's beads. It's unreal. I mean, like I said, I've
Yeah.
got one of her pictures that she made for me,
yeah,
and it's beautiful. I mean, Fiona, thank you. Oh, you're too kind. Thank you so much, Princess Fiona. Thank you. She says, thank you for creating the clubhouse and welcoming me. The world is a scary place, and it is nice to have the clubhouse to come home to. Love you, Princess. We love having you. We love having you part of the group and hanging out with us. We love everybody who comes and hangs. So many wonderful, recurring and loyal friends who. What a big, gang we've got here. Whether it's the clubhouse or on Star Night Star Trek or on my other two shows, just the best. You're all the best, and it's been said by a lot of people, and I'm so proud. Nothing makes me prouder than the people like to come here and hang out and meet, hang out with their buddies and stuff, and that they've made over the course of the past couple of years here, or even our new friends who just started hanging out with us. It's just that's incredible. And Apollo meets Minion. What a great artist she is.
yeah. Lisa, that's Apollo's minion. Yep. So her chat is in the. Everyone should go sub to her. Her chat.
go sub to her
put
channel.
Yeah.
Channel in the chat.
She got videos of her
Great
of her
friend.
little puppy, her little cute little truck
Cindy.
dog. Yeah, yep, that's the pupper.
That link didn't work for me.
Oh, maybe you need the ad in front of it. I think maybe you need the ad. Let me check. Sometimes you need the ad. Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes
yeah,
you feel. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense. But
Is that one
But-
working there?
Yeah, it's weird.
let me check if you need
The
the
app
ad.
fixes it. Yes, you need the
Ad
app.
fixes it. Yep.
So that was good.
Come on, engineers love to change things. I was trying to save characters in
engineer?
my trying to save characters in my
Character.
my description. Yeah.
Oh, you can abbreviate the URL for the YouTube in a number of ways.
Yeah, but sometimes the ad don't need the ad. I found,
I
and
know.
sometimes you do.
Yeah.
Please go sub not only to Jill, please sub to Jill's channel and to Apollo's Minions channel and Mark D's channel and all the other friends who have channels as well. We got a lot of them, links in my description below.
Apollo's Minion, thank you so much for this beautiful work. And thank you for thinking of me and including me in this and making this for me. I just absolutely love it. And it's incredibly kind of you. Thank you very much.
That's amazing. I could look at that all day. Cool stuff.
It's a ton of work. It's going to look gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bubba. Well, let's see here. Show notes and shout outs, shall we? Quickly, just show notes, of course, tomorrow night on the Geekery. Remember, Mark D, he walked around all day at New York City Comic Con. He may have a few videos and pictures to show us. They're open. So
I got my steps in.
we may never get any, might not get any eatery tomorrow night. It might be all the Geekery and all, which is cool either way. And
I did go to a good Chinese restaurant, though.
Of course, so did I.
All right.
Well, we were both at cons. Yours was in like 10 billion times bigger because it was New York, but and then we both went to. I went to a Chinese buffet though. You probably went to like special stuff. Although it was really
had
good.
Dumplings. We had dumplings. That was excellent.
You'd love this one because of all kind of crappy bugs you like.
Bamboo shoots and
because it's Louisiana.
I love the little mini corns. I love. What'd you have?
It was a buffet, so it's Louisiana Chinese buffets. Always have all the normal stuff you find at Chinese buffets, and then a bunch of Louisiana food added to it, like fish and crawfish. So anyway, and tomorrow night I'll be 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be over at my good buddy J-Man's channel. Sean and J-Man and I were continuing our Legion of Superheroes reviews. That's Monday night, and then there'll be the usual Monday night Marxy Comics talk after that. And so that's enough show notes for now. Let's do some shout outs. I'm going to shout out our wrenches, and then I'm going to shout out all of you because that's how we roll. We're going to do it really fast so we can get. Raquel is so tired. And in fact, did you want to hang for this, Raquel, or do you need to scoot?
I'm gonna scoot, but it's just because I'm also you guys, I'm still just a mess from this jet lag, and hopefully I'll get it sorted by tomorrow. I
That's
hope.
cool. That's fine.
Jeez. I love you, everyone. Good night.
I hope you
Okie
get a full
dokie.
night's sleep.
Good night, number one. Love you. See you soon.
Good night.
Okay, here we go. Up in hill, here we go. Eric Ted, Ebron's Rencher, Chris Persia. Whether they're here still or not, they get the shout out. Chris Persia, D. Bud Martin, Lord Thoth, Avon Let's Long Live the Legion, J Man, Hungry Boy. I haven't seen the Hungry Boy in a while. Stephen Callell, Super Wrench, Maddie's Daddy, Fanty Outsidey, and Maximum Redstone. Also, Master of the Limericks, our own music meister. Thank you so much for all you do, Max. And let's see who else was here up in here tonight. Of course, I want to thank the wonderful, my wonderful crew. Not only number one, of course, but also the chief engineer, Mark D. with a C. Thanks for being here, dude.
Thank you.
And thank you, Jill, so much for hanging out with us tonight for our season wrap-up show. Really appreciate you.
You're welcome.
You're the best.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And let's see, anyone else who lurking out there, thank you so much for your lurkers. We really appreciate you. And if you're watching on a download or a rewatch, thank you so much. I cannot tell you how much we appreciate you. And please like and subscribe, if you will, and hit the notification bell. I hate having to say that, but everyone else does, so why not me?
No, do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Shooter. Again, Enigmatic Drop Bear, thank you so much. Thank you all for the super chats. I really cannot thank you enough for all those. Let's see. FKHC, Empress and M, Guagnar, Lisa, Admiral Tig, Ray Lucard, Joseph Dredd, here comes the judge, Classic Comics, Raymond and Sandra Feliciano, King Alpha TV. Let's see here. Inferitor. Let's see. Sander Hammerslag, Keely Chow, All the Tide, Bubba Doom 1, thank you, buddy. Dave G Sound, Masters Maniac Mexico, Zathras, and they call him Scuba Pete. And shout out to Leslie, Stephen S, Herc 130 UBW, SP4H, Rob Altus, Boosh McFadden, Snail Messiah. Shout out, by the way, shout out to the chef as well. Katie Carr, love you, Katie. Captain Infinity and Beyond. Let's see, JT Kirk, buddy. Captain Canadian Spidey Man, Simply Steve, West Kangle, Larry, the Tetrarch of Apathy, RRTNZ, Doc Fortune, Parker Luck, JD Lewis, Michael Beacom, and shout out to Cassandra, Carlos Megas, Brogu, Apollome's Minion, and the Pupper, Lasher, Sean Carter, near that the next Amanda Bear.
I'm sorry about that. My kids went berserk and I forgot to.
No problem. You good, man? Claude Salling, you good? Midnight's Oblivion. What's that? Okay. Oh, Machiny Draws popped. That's right. I can't read my own stupid handwriting. Machiny Draws, almost done. Dad Man and the Dad Man Clan. Tobor the Robot. Zenuist. I need better handwriting. Starships of Greatness. Wolfie 762. Picasso. Princess Fiona. Thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. Turing Machine. Jonah Hex. And Crease 1984. I hope I got everybody. I hate missing people, but I think I did. I did my best. Thank you all so much for being here with us tonight. Love you much. Hope you have a wonderful remainder of your weekend. A great Sunday or wherever you're at in the world, whatever you got going on. I hope you're doing great. And take care of each other out there. Clobbering Times and Clobby and the Clobby Gang loves you. Everyone have a fantastic Well, just trek on, my trekkers, and clobber on, clobberers.
I just love clobbering time.